front and the back.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thanks, Barb, for having me up. I just wanted to jump up for a minute. Can I take a few seconds? I don't want to center myself, and I want to be respectful. I'm just coming up here for a minute to talk to that therapist because, in our professional fields, I think it's important that we use our mouths to communicate with each other. And since she's deciding to use it in the comments, I just thought, I'd come up here and talk to her. So that therapist, it seems that you're having a lot of counter-transference issues this morning, and that's okay.
Y'all, it looked like we got action right off the rip. And we got one of our family in the box. Miss Pretty Mofo, I didn't know you was a therapist. Let's go. We out here doing our big ones out here in these streets, but we got action, y'all.
And I'm not sure if you woke up angry. I don't know on a scale of 0 to 10 what you're feeling. And it's not my job, and nor your job. It's your job to know your own feelings, but it's not my job to figure them out. So again, I'm going to ask you on this good Sunday to leave me alone.
Oh,
you have an awesome day. And I hope you talk to your therapist this week. Now, as clinicians, we go to therapy. So I hope you talk to yours and I'll talk to mine. But I'm not what you want. I don't threaten. I don't do anything. I'm very professional. Let's keep it that way.
Hey, Big Glock.
Whatever issues you decide to bring to this app, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. I don't live my life on this app. I come here, I give resources, and I leave people alone. Now, what you do out here, that's your problem. If you decide to tell people how you live your life, that's your business. Tina. I don't do that. So leave me alone.
Wait, what happened? Because I didn't hear her say your name. I'm confused.
Oh, she's been in the comments. She's been in the comments saying that other therapists on here and other clinicians are dragging her.
Thank you, Glock.
There's been lives where we talk about ethical behaviors of therapists. That's on therapists. If therapists got an issue with what she do and how she decided to live her life on this app, that's her. It has nothing to do with me. She makes her own decisions. She's grown. So your behavior is your behavior.
Hold on. So this is the issue. So these therapists, they're Black therapists, which is sad because there's only 4% of us in the profession. So for them to get on here and try to be harmful to another one of us is super anti-Black. So let's start there. Secondarily, just because you don't agree with something I'm doing, you don't need to conflate that with my profession. That's number 2. Number 3, stop.
I told you we had action, y'all.
Misusing that word counter-transference for these lay people. They don't know what it means. You and Psychology Pop have now misusing it twice to weaponize your intelligence.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So let me know when you're done, and then I'll talk when you're done. Therapist, the way you decide to live your life on this app, again, that's your business.
What does that have to do with my profession? What does it have to do with my profession?
Let me know when you're done.
Answer my question. What does that have to do with my profession?
You have the ball, so I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. What does my personal life that is not covered in my ethical code of conduct? What does my personal life that is not covered in my ethical code of conduct have to do with you or anybody else in the profession? Explain that.
Therapist, you have to explain what you do on this app. I don't. You want me to answer for you? I'm not done.
And Dr. Therapist. Y'all had no problem explaining what I do on this app. So since you want to insinuate,
let me know when you're done.
Since you want to insinuate that I'm doing something wrong. Since you want to insinuate that I'm doing something wrong, y'all held an entire live discussing me and using me as an example of unethical behavior when you didn't present not one code that I broke. Yeah, I'm going to be on y'all's ass for that. I love Black women, I love Black people, and I love Black therapists, so I would never come for them unprovoked, trying to harm them to get my own personal gain like you 3 did. That was sick, disgusting behavior.
Wait, when you say you 3, what 3?
Miss Pretty Mom, Psychology Pop, and Dr. Coop.
Barb can I just explain? Psychology Pop had a live on ethical behavior.
Girl, we finna have a therapist fight. We finna see therapists, Lord. We finna have a therapy fight. That's what we getting ready to get into. Y'all hold on.
and therapist took that information and for herself, and she is.
So they were directly discussing me, Barb. She's lying.
Wait a minute, therapist. Now you're going to be. Wait a minute. I need you.
Let her talk.
Wait a minute. Can we show these people our good professional skills? Right, we're gonna bounce the ball because
You already
don't
do
know how
that.
to do
I'm
it.
talking about
Come on, therapist.
Let her talk so I can hear. I
Come on,
can't hear.
girl.
Oh, yeah,
You got this.
Give her time. Let her talk, though. Let her talk.
Okay, so Psychology Pop had a live, and it was on ethical behaviors. Now, if therapists decided to take that information and feel like it was on her, that's on her. I don't control, like, that would be like me sitting in your lives. I said a lot of lives. Do I say, oh my God, they were talking about me because I said a curse word in the chat?
They mentioned me directly. That's
Excuse
why
me,
I thought it
nobody
was about
mentioned
me.
you.
They
Not
mentioned
one-
me directly.
Excuse me, therapist.
No, that's a lie.
No,
That's
I
a
need
lie.
you
You're
to mute up.
lying.
Please. I need you to put on your big girl panties.
Oh,
I told you.
You
didn't
put
want
on your
this,
big girl
but you
panties
said
and
you
tell
brought
the
it out
damn
here.
truth.
Now I'm gonna show
Y'all
them how
brought
it's
my
done.
name up on y'all
Since you
live.
brought it out here,
Y'all
now I'm gonna show
brought
them how
my
it's
name
done.
up.
Okay, all right. Y'all to mute. Y'all to mute. Okay. Okay, can y'all mute?
Good
real
morning.
quick? Good morning, Dr. Coop.
You know what? I'm not going to get beside myself because I do have teenagers in my car right now. So I do have to show some decorum. So I'm not going to show my entire behind. But what I will say is that, just like Miss Pretty Mom says, if the shoe fit, wear it. So at the end of the
They
day,
brought my name up. This is a prime example of gaslighting. They mentioned my name. This is a prime example of gaslighting. If y'all were unsure, they're trying to act like the reality of them mentioning my.
Can you mute her, please?
Therapist, hold on, Dr. Coop, therapist, please, because I hear you, but I want to hear everyone. If you don't mind, allow me to hear everyone. You know, I'm lost and I can't get what's going on because you keep over talking everyone. If you don't mind, let them get it out. I promise you, everybody gonna get a chance. I promise, but please allow me to hear, please. Please go ahead, Dr. Coop. Let's go ahead.
Thank you, Queen. This is what I will say. At the end of the day, there are a lot of people that are disturbed by certain behavior on the app when it comes to professionals. So if a group of professionals decide that we want to have some type of forum to discuss ethical behavior, I have every right to do that. It's not targeting anybody, but if you feel like the shoe fit, then wear it then. At the end of the day, your colleagues or people who are on your same level should be able to check your behavior that's on this app. And if they can't do that, there's something that you need to look like within yourself. We on your same level. All of us on your same level. And when we see different behavior on this app, I'm going to clock it like everybody else on this app. And that's not targeting you. Your name was not brought up and you were invited to that live. Now, somebody else made a reference to you and we was like, no, we're not going to do that. So if you want to go back and review the recording, you're welcome to do that. But you're not Cher. This ain't no Cher. This ain't no Sonny Bono. This song ain't about you. If you sit up here centering yourself and you think that something is about you, you need to look in your mirror. You need to look at the reflection in your mirror. My lives are not about you. They're not about you. I don't fight with women. I don't go back and forth with that because I like contact sport. And everybody knows that. So why in the world would I be going back and forth with somebody on the app when I like contact sport? Like, I have martial art badges. So why do I like doing that? That makes no sense to me. Arguing back and forth is low vibrational. Not doing all that kind of stuff. But I like to educate. I like to give psychoeducation. I like to do all of that. So why can't I do that here on the app? I don't understand why I can't do all that. Okay, I'm sorry, Bart.
I'm not centering myself, right? But at one point, when you looking for me, you was looking for me. You and Nicole was looking for me. So
No. We wasn't looking for you. I was talking about that Alexandria lady, not the one that's on the app right now, on the panel right now, but the other Alexandria lady who was doxing me. I was looking for her, not for you. I was looking for her because she was putting my information and putting everything on her panel and make it on her post or whatever like that and trying to discredit my name or whatever like that. And I take that very seriously, but it wasn't you.
But y'all have appreciate that.
Oh yeah, look at that. I like contact sport. My homie down there at ATL, he got a boxing gym. I was trying to set up a match. I like to put my money where the words is. That's what I like to do. I love it. I love it.
One thing, what I'm saying is y'all have.
My middle name Layla Ali.
Can y'all hear me? Am I?
Yep. Wait a minute.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear you.
I can hear you. Oh, okay. So what I was asking at one point, y'all had my picture in the background. Like, I was just like, we never got a chance to have a conversation. So that I was just asking that, but y'all go ahead, y'all finish that. I was just asking.
Yeah, on my live, your picture was not in my background on my live. I don't do stuff like that. Not in my live. I had my own live and had a discussion. It was myself
Hey,
and two other women on there. And
what up,
I was
Lulu?
basically telling her to come into my live, and the other young lady was calling for you and some other people to come into the live or whatever, because I wanted to know why that lady doxed me. I was not, you didn't dox me. You haven't done anything to me.
Hey, Eric.
But what they was calling me for? I don't understand. I don't know.
You have to ask them that, but I was talking to those to Alexandria lady, which I got on Tea Time's platform, and I think I got on Dime's platform, but I'm handling that in a different situation. So, yeah, I don't have no problems with you, no beef with you, none of that. I don't beef with women. I don't even eat beef. How about that? I eat fish and veggies.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with you, and I don't belong doxing. I can tell you there was no doxing on my page, and I don't know why they would involve me in that. I don't do that. Well, you will have to get together for yourself,
Wait a minute, y'all, because I gotta ask a question. So did she say she don't eat the D, but she eat fish? Is that what she's saying, or did I mishear exactly what it was? Is that what she said?
Oh, she said she don't eat beef as in cow.
No, we're going to have to take it back because Karen heard what I heard. So and I also see that Auntie heard it too. So let me just go back just a smidget, y'all.
I was basically telling her to come into my live, and the other young lady was calling for you and some other people to come into the live or whatever, because I wanted to know why that lady doxed me. I was not, you didn't dox me. You haven't done anything to me.
What they was calling me for? I don't understand. I don't know.
You have to ask them that, but I was talking to those to Alexandria lady, which I got on Tea Time's platform, and I think I got on Dime's platform, but I'm handling that.
Okay, y'all go upstairs.
So, yeah, I don't have no problems with you, no beef with you, none of that. I don't beef with women. I don't even eat beef. How about that? I eat fish and veggies.
Okay, so it's beef. She don't eat beef, but she eat fish. Okay. No. TT, I know. I just wanted to. You know what? I'm just gonna keep playing because. You know I know. I just want to make sure we all heard the same thing. Relax.
That's where a little snack can come from.
And I don't belong doxing. I can tell you there was no doxing on my page, and I don't know why they would involve me in that. I don't do that. Well, you will have to get together for yourself. When you come around and you sit in my life, you will understand. Despite everybody wants me to be a mean girl, I'm not approachable. That's not true.
Hey, Sandra.
Get to know me for yourself, and you either like me, you don't. I'm not for everybody, and I get that, but no. I don't know why they dragged me into that. You was not doxed on my live. You will never be doxed on my live. Even people I don't like don't get to be doxed on my live. That's just that.
Did y'all make the refund beans?
Hey, Poetic.
Hey, I just wanted to say real quick, I came in late on the conversation, but I do really believe, and I too have argued a couple times with people, and I'm ashamed of my behavior on here because my goal is to educate. So I do feel like if we are in a role of educating the community, and that is the standard that we want to be shown as, I do think that we need to monitor our behavior. And like I said, I'm guilty of it too. I feel bad. I have apologized, for going there, for people poking at me. But as people, clinicians, people in the community, people that, and our goal usually on here, and I've heard a lot of therapists, nurses and stuff say, we want to educate our people. We want our people to be held to higher standards. We want our people to know more information. And if that's the role that we are going to take on, I do feel like we should monitor our behavior. I don't think that we should engage in all of the drama and stuff. And like I said, I'm guilty of it too, so I'm working on it too. But we definitely have to hold ourselves to to a higher standard. And that therapist, you know, I love you, that therapist, but I agree sometimes, and I've never called you out and because I'm guilty of it too. So you and I both need to make sure that we withdraw from the drama, not engage in the drama, especially if we want to educate people, because you have been on my platform educating people also. So I think that we need to monitor how we treat people in the community, how we react in the community. Like I said, I'm including myself in that too. So I'm not isolating you because I am guilty of that behavior. But some of the stuff that we do, people are looking at us, and there's only 4% of Black clinicians. You know, there's a small percentage of Black nurses, and there's a small percentage of us speaking up for the community. We need to educate the community. Look, this is what you need to do. You need to ask for this. You need to go to the doctor and say this. If we want those people to listen to us, we have to make sure that our behavior is on point in the clinic and out of the clinic.
Ouch.
We can't always bring our personal life to this app because people will judge us, and people, unfortunately, it's true. Like even the physicians, you know, you think about the physicians in the community that you live in, you don't see them engaging in, you know, weird behavior. They might do it behind closed doors, and behind closed doors, I might cuss somebody out. But in the public and where we're educating people, we should not be participating in that. And like I said, I am guilty of that too. I am working on that. I promise I am. I have showed my butt a couple of times on here, and I'm really trying to do better. But that therapist.
So, lady, can I tell you something?
Yes.
I watch Married to Me.
I'm gonna pause it right there because I love me some Poetic. When she come through, she laid the law down, and I got mad respect. Make sure y'all checking her out on Saturdays when you literally want you some help. But I love me some Poetic because she come through elegant, soft voice, and she is still human. So I need people to understand that she is still human. So sometimes you do have to kind of chop it up with people because they try to test you. But I just mad respect to her. Shout out to her, y'all. For real, for real.
Edison, and I love Heavenly and Jackie and those girls on there. At the end of the day, that may be your profession, but you are a human. And so you are entitled to respond. You are entitled to be upset. You are entitled to have your feelings hurt. And I don't want you or anyone else to kind of diminish their feelings and say, well, I have a profession, so I have to keep it all together. Because that's why a lot of those people be unalive and they self be really stressed out. I don't just, you know,
Peach, I get what you're saying. People like who do Made to Medicine and those shows, they get paid. I know for myself, I don't get in boxes for reasons. I work for a big company. I'm very careful about what I do. So that's why I don't get in boxes, because I know that my company is on here and they see everything. So that's my choice. I don't own my own business. I'm not going to walk around and say, oh, I could do whatever I want. I'm very mindful of what I do. I love being in the comments. I like, you know, chit-chatting it up and, you know, having a good time with y'all, but I'm very mindful. But that's for me. Everybody's standards and what they have to do is for them. If I was on Made to Medicine and my big company said, girl, go for it and get paid, I'm going to be like, okay, but unfortunately, some of us have to be guided by ethics in the companies that we work for, because they do
that's for entertainment purposes too. On here, sometimes we get involved in stuff and it's not for entertainment purposes. Sometimes we get involved and we mean what we say, because when I was going off on somebody, I meant what I said. But that's not my behavior in my professional life, and that really shouldn't be my behavior on here if my goal on here is to actually educate people, and that's my goal. How many people will come listen to me? I've had a couple of people say in my DMs, I'm unfollowing you and I'm not going to be in your lives anymore because I didn't appreciate your behavior. I have to respect that, because my whole goal on this app is to educate the community so that our community can start speaking up for themselves and get better treatment. Because you guys know, when we go to the doctor and stuff, we don't always get the best treatment. We're not heard. We're overlooked. So I want to change that. And if some people saw me on here acting a fool, like the couple people that, you know, unfollowed me, I get it. I'm just saying that therapists, and I am including myself in this, we just have to be more mindful of how we act and how we move about on this app if we are educating people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right. So therapist, to go back to you, because I have to step down. I'm sorry, Q. So therapist, just to give you my last thoughts for you. If you choose to come on here, share your dating life, your sex life, who you sleeping with, what you're doing, that's your choice.
I didn't share that. You included that. I never shared anything about sex.
I want to be very clear with you. This is going to be the last conversation that I have with you.
Okay, perfect. Okay. You know, you just jumped in the box while you sat there and contradicted yourself. You sat there and contradicted.
Like, damn, you could be on mute for everyone else, but you can't be on mute for her. This doesn't make any sense. But moreover, obviously those people that unfollow Poetic obviously don't know how to be a human, because there is times where people will do everything in their power to hold their composure and carry themselves with the utmost respect. But on this app, people can bring that out of you. People like to play in people's face. People like to do a whole lot of crap and play games and then run around and do other shit. So I have seen her have to snap, and it was necessary. It was warranted. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down, and I'm going to always have her back. It was warranted. She doesn't come on this app to create chaos. It's just somebody just wanted to test her, and she showed them who she was. You know, I respect anybody that's his therapist, especially when we are here, because we need to be in these spaces. So I have the utmost respect for all of the above. Even though therapist does get on here and do too much, I still hold the respect that she is there. Maybe it might be a little too much on here, and that's something that she'll have to work on. But y'all all are human at the end of the day. Everybody's human. And there's moments where someone just tests that patience, and you got to give it to them because it's tested. So by all means, I have no respect for those couple of people that felt like they needed to unfollow her, because you should know who she is, regardless of that moment of her expressing herself. Because that's all she did was really express herself. But let's get back into it.
Yourself talking about you don't get in boxes. Why the fuck are you in this box right now?
Therapist,
You just contradicted yourself. Are you okay? Because you just sat up here and lied. You just sat up here and lied. Is that ethical behavior to sit up here and lie?
Because this
You
is
just said you don't jump in boxes, but yet here you are.
So leave me alone.
Yet here you are in a box.
You have a great day.
Here you are in a box. Where you said you don't get in the boxes.
Stay in your lane.
Here you are in a box.
And you can block me if you want to, because I still follow you.
Baby, I don't care to block you. I'm sorry that you work, that you're not able to move freely on this app.
That's okay, but
my money somebody else. I'm so sorry.
That moves me freely.
But just because you can't move freely, don't be mad at me for that, because you don't have your own shit. It's not my fault you don't got your own shit.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
That ain't my fault. You don't got to attack me because I got my own shit and you don't.
Well, yeah, you do. And unfortunately, if people want to come to you, good luck.
See, there you go. That's so jealous, hateful behavior. Why would you say that? Why would you even say something like that? That's such jealous, hateful behavior.
Bye, therapist. Have a good day. I'm not jealous.
Well, you can't be up here. We don't want your job to see you in this box. We don't want your job to see you up here in this box. We don't want your job to see you up here in this box. We don't want that.
That therapist, I feel like I was attacking you because I'm including myself.
No, Poetic, I really was listening to what you were saying, the way you presented that, taking accountability for your own behavior and not just trying to point the finger at me like you ain't never done shit. I appreciate that. You're not my issue.
Okay.
I do want to say that I feel like it's a little bit hypocritical that a lot of the medical professionals are coming up here saying that what therapist is doing is wrong, when we all know behind the scenes some of our doctors act way worse than that we act on this app. And on top of that, this is not her professional setting. She has a code of conduct, and I'm pretty sure when we all, because I'm not going to expose what I do on this app, but we all got that book that says this is what is required on social media per the company. She's not doing anything to exploit the company or doing anything to attack the company. So what the therapist is doing is not incorrect. She can do whatever she wants on social media as long as it's not affecting the company. So her talking about her private life.
Or my clients. You're correct. My company or my clients.
Correct.
So, and I own my own company, but as long as I'm not sharing information on here that's not peer reviewed, and as long as I'm not doing providing information in the name of the counseling field that is not accurate, then I can do whatever the fuck else I want. They didn't share that because they wanted to color me negative in their live. They mentioned my name several times in their live.
I have a question. I have a question. Any of the people that you've had infractions with that would consider in their eyes be a code of ethics violation, were they your clients?
No, they were not.
No, they have to be a client, and they were not. We're somebody that I provided education to. That was incorrect.
I'm gonna chime in because I'm still on the panel. Like I said before, and I'm not gonna sit up here, and I know what was said in the live. It wasn't a target or a dig at you. Like I said, if the shoe fit, wear it. I'm not going to go back.
You mentioned my name. How is that not a dig when you directly mention my name?
You want me to go pull the live up? Because I know you guys.
Pull it up. Go pull it up. Go pull it up. Come back. Pull it up. Come back. Pull it up.
I'm in the car driving. I told you I got my daughter and her friend.
Why would you offer to do something that you can't do? Why would you offer to do that if you can't do it?
You know, you like to argue, huh? It's low vibration.
You do too. You drugged your ass up here when you're clearly busy with your family.
That's what I told you. I don't like going
Girl, I don't care about none of that, okay? I don't care about none of that.
Okay, it's cool. That's what I told you. But at the end of the day, while you sit up here, they said this about me that I want.
You mentioned my name directly. You mentioned my name directly. You mentioned my name several times.
Whatever you want to believe.
You mentioned my name several times. You're not going to gaslight me out of what I heard.
I'm glad you think that song was about you.
No, you mentioned my name directly. You mentioned my name directly.
Have a great day. And Barb, thank you for letting me come up on the panel. I said what I said. At the end of the day, no one called her name directly. It's funny how all of us are saying, that we didn't call her name directly.
Now she's
you're the only one who's saying that your name is called directly. But more than one person
people in the comments who were there also said it. People in the comments said it too that were there in the live.
I never called your name directly. I never said that there's Dominique, whatever your name is.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. That's a lie.
Okay, believe it.
Well,
Whatever you want to believe.
It's 12 o'clock. Y'all, we can fix a drink. It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Over here it's 9 o'clock where I am on the west side. At the end of the day, I didn't no one called her name on that particular live that we had. We had a discussion in regards to ethical behavior. There was a gentleman in there who mentioned or made reference to, and we stopped him immediately. That's what we did. She was also invited to that particular live. She was, that we had on Psychology Pop's, our ethical standards that we were talking about. Her name was not brought up. I never said your name at all, period. Did not. You keep saying that somebody did.
That's not true. Okay, they brought up my name several times. People in the comments even said that. That were in the live.
She never brought up your name. They may have brought up my name.
His Pretty Mom brought up my name, and Psychology Pop brought up my name.
She didn't bring up your name.
She's going to keep believing it, so let her believe it.
She's telling you she wasn't the one that did it.
I heard you say my name. All three of y'all mentioned my name.
Let her believe it. Let her believe it. At the end of the day, just let her believe it. It's fine. It's cool. Go ahead.
See, that's what gaslighting is, to try to minimize somebody's reality. If I was in the fucking live and heard my name, and you're gonna tell me you didn't say my name.
Can I ask you a question? When you was in live, you heard your name. Why did you go up and correct it then?
By the time you go,
I wasn't gonna put myself in a dogpile position because that's what they were trying to do, bait me to the live to dogpile me. So I wasn't gonna do that.
My daughter is laughing at you right now.
I don't give a damn. I do not care, honey. You're the one seeing her on TikTok when you should be spending time with your family and focus on driving. That's what's funny. Focus on your family and driving. I gotta go. That's what's funny.
Now you know we can put
that's what's fucking funny.
Phone in the car. Too, girl. Now you know that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do that.
You are the one who mentioned what was going on in your car, so don't tell me what not to do. Why don't you not mention what's going on in your car? Then I won't have to respond to it.
I guess you think this song is about you, don't you?
Now, this is a therapist, y'all. This is a therapist who's so ethical. It stands on so much professional business, but look how she's acting.
Wow, that's so funny. That's so funny to me.
Can I say something really quick and then I'll drop and let them have?
it looked like they didn't ruffle therapist feathers. They are definitely ruffled, and she is not happy about this shit.
Girl, I seen that one thing. I've been ignoring the shit out of that goddamn one thing because church is over, Alex.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. I meant to do this. Let me just say this and I'm going to let them finish having it. Real quick, yesterday I went to this event, right? And it was an Afrobeats event and it was not far from my house. And I was walking back to my house to go grab some real quick to freshen up, right? And it was these young kids. Y'all know those scooters they be having in every single city. The little ones you can pay for and ride down the block, whatever. So I'm walking up towards them. And I said, y'all be careful now tonight. While I walk 2 more steps and I bust my shit and hit the ground. I fell hard as shit and landed on my back. While them young kids walk up on me and was like, you need some help, ma'am? I just want to say I'm sorry for calling y'all elders. Because they got my black ass yesterday, and I know they went to Facebook and said these old hoes can't even walk straight. That's all I wanted to tell y'all.
Hey, Jen.
I'm gonna start referring to y'all as the elders, because I bust my shit big time yesterday. My knee hurt and my elbows hurt real bad. So I'm gonna stop talking shit, y'all. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. The teenagers got my black ass together when I slipped in my slip and slides yesterday on the ground after the concert. Okay?
Thank you, boys.
All right, that's it. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna be in the comments.
Thank you for the bye, Alex.
Bye.
So, Dr. Cooper, are you okay, y'all? I want everyone to be okay. Therapists, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I want y'all all to be okay to have a conversation.
You can have a conversation as long as they don't lie. What I'm not okay about is the fact that
Did we just not get no more sound? Did it go out? Yeah,
We all know what that means. Tap the screen, share the live, follow the host. We're 100 taps away from at 20K. We're 15 away from our gift goal. Don't forget that you can also subscribe, because we're only 25 away from that goal. And maybe we'll figure out the sound some point, or they will. I don't know. But
if I bust my shit big time yesterday, my knee hurt.
Related to the profession or ethics, but they like to conflate
So
the two.
it's the video,
so the next
y'all.
time that it happens, I will be sure to address it in a moment.
And this is what I want to say too. If I have a topic that I want to address, and I say, I want to talk about parenting. Is everybody on this app who had issues in regards or around parenting going to be like, you was talking about me? You was talking about my parenting?
If you mention their name, yes. If you directly mention their name, if you directly mention their name like you directly mentioned my name, then yes, they probably would.
Saying that I want you to put $1,000 and say that I put $1,000 on the table and say that I called your name. Do it right now. Let's both put $1,000 on the table, and I want you to prove. I want you to
bring the live up. Just bring the live up.
Prove that I called your
Put the
name out.
1,000 there.
Called your name out.
Put the 1,000 there.
No, since you said that I did that, I want you to prove it.
You said you was gonna bring the live up.
Prove it. I'm not gonna do the work for you.
Okay, well then we just gonna keep sitting here with me knowing what I heard and you denying what you did.
You're lying. You're the one lying.
Why would I lie? Why? For what reason?
I have to lie.
For what reason?
I don't come on the app for coins, monies, cash apps. I don't come on the app for any of that.
Why would I need to lie on y'all?
Different reasons.
Why?
I've been in B1 space, my B1 family in the comment section. I've been in B1 before I came over to Messy Talk. So I never came over to this side of TikTok for it to be like, oh, let me go back and forth with the lady named that therapist. I did not do that. When I first met you, I told you that we wanted to build like a conglomerate of professionals here so that we can group together and educate people on here. That's what I talked to you about. Now, why would I invite any person to the live and then turn around and talk about you like a dog on the live? Like, use your logical sense. Why would I do something like that?
Sense. All three of y'all have been in my inbox. All three of y'all have been in my inbox.
Why?
Because I handle a situation that has to do with me personally different than what you would handle a situation that has to do with you personally. And because it's different than how you would handle it, you want to call it unethical, when really it's just a difference of opinion. It had nothing to do with clients. It had nothing to do with counseling or therapy information, but you want to slap that word unethical on it to add
the outline that we had and what I spoke about on my end, talked about gifts and using them online in social media spaces. That's what my topic was on that particular live. So if that was what I was speaking on in that live, where in any of that could your name have been brought up? Because that was the section that I did on the live.
That's not all that y'all discussed. It's not all that y'all discussed, right? And then when the first time I brought this up, this is the very first time that you said you did say my name. It took you 2 weeks to say you didn't say my name. At first you're like, if the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. Y'all weren't trying to clear nothing up. Now you want to try to clear something up.
Why would I want to clear something up with you when you sit there believe what you believe, that somebody sat in a line talking about you?
I believe what I heard.
Why did you get on a panel that day if that's what you heard?
Because the way that all three of y'all have approached me, I knew that it was gonna be some fuck shit, some dog piling, and I was not down for that.
But you and Barb's live with us up in here.
This is a neutral space. This is not a panel of therapists. This is a neutral space for people that have no idea what's going on.
Not people on your same level. So there's people all on your same level.
But the people that you had in your life are also not on your.
You look at your reflection, you be like, damn.
So that was definitely well, Miss Pretty Mofo, I didn't know you was a therapist. You know, I guess your secret is safe with us, for a small period of time. But yeah, y'all was out there cutting up. Yeah, we got y'all. Yeah. I try to tell y'all, these bloggers be everywhere. They got y'all. Caught you on the camera. Moving on, y'all. So up next, let's see, because I'm not sure who this is. Okay, so this is, wait a minute, was this today? I think this was. Okay, so this is an interview that's / recap with Mad on Barb and Bella in the moderators group chat. That's what this little that we about to get into. So it might get a little slippery, y'all. So let's get into it.
Would you it's in Texas. Allow me to finish my question because you can't answer it properly if I don't finish it. The first part, and it is a two-parter, I want to make that clear. The first part is, did you tell her the things you're telling us about, the sentiments that were expressed about how they were keeping tabs on people? Did you tell them that it was weird? And also, would you have ever told us anything if you never got upset with her boyfriend?
Oh shit.
You're welcome. One moment.
Great question, Trina.
She said,
Trina, also real quick, what I'll say is I did ask her. I was like, just give a quick recap. I need to know everything. You feel me? So that's
okay, yeah. I was about to say that. I have not been talking about this situation. I was called over to a live that was talking about this situation. I've been dead at this situation, and it really don't mean nothing to me. Like I said, when it came to certain things, I would kiki. I talk about everybody on this app. I've already said that. With the whole Diamond thing, I don't have nothing against Diamond. Diamond's not. I wasn't going to Diamond's live, so I didn't have nothing against Diamond. Do I like Diamond's panel? Sometimes it depends on the day. I'll go whatever, but I don't know her to like her. Having a dream about a person that you say you claim you don't like is weird. And I'm going to tell you it's weird every time. You call on my phone saying this and saying that about a person that doesn't even really know who you are. So, yes, I found it very weird. What was the other question? When they were doing the whole Barb situation, I was on vacation, so I really wasn't caring about what the hell they were doing.
Okay, I want to make it clear. I'm not asking her these questions as if she brought them up today. I have been here for the entirety of the live, so I do realize that Bray King asked her to bring it up. I actually was asking because I have wanted to ask her this since the initial thing happened. Was it all as in the namesake of her name, right? A mad day, or did she really find issue in the things that she's bringing to us, and she just felt like people should really know? That was my question.
I wasn't going to say the Barb situation. I didn't want to say the Barb situation how I said it. When I said the Barb situation, I was getting frustrated because people didn't understand. This man was plotting and scheming, and he kept trying to do it. That's why Mama C came in the picture. That's why other people were in the picture talking, because he was doing things behind the scenes that we kept saying, control your boyfriend. Yeah, you guys have a group, chat, but I don't do the whole calling the group chat when people are asking you to be respectful. I don't do the whole my phone ringing at 2:00 in the morning and all that stuff. Like, I don't do that. So I was setting boundaries that he kept overstepping, and I was going to his girlfriend telling her, hey, control your boyfriend. But she couldn't control him because he was doing other stuff. So they couldn't really control him. So when we went live... So when we went live, me and Mama C, it's kind of hard to tell a story when you're leaving a part out. That's why it wasn't making sense. So I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to tell everything, I'm going to tell everything. Bella and Frankie was on the back end with telling everything. They were fine with it. And this is the part I think when people get confused. If you're on the back end and you're fine with me going at him revealing stuff, then I'm going to reveal it all. They were okay with me revealing the video until we went back and Bella was the initial one that recorded the video that was in the chat.
Can we pause one moment? So are you saying that you all had a back-end conversation about this information being revealed and it was a consensus? No. Okay, so then what were they okay with?
They were okay with me going at Keys at the time. They were saying, like, I was saying what Keys was doing. Frankie on the back end, even in the ID chat, was saying, yep, everything she's saying is true. Everything she's saying is true. But then when we come to...
Correct. There was a back-end conversation where you all were okay with the information being involved. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
They weren't, but we weren't talking about the video. We were talking about exposing who Keys was. They were okay with that. But I made the decision to say everything.
So then the answer to my question accurately is yes. Y'all did have a conversation about divulging information on the front of the app. However, you took it upon yourself to go further than what was agreed upon being divulged and to just divulge everything so that you weren't trying to tiptoe through the story.
You're not listening, and I need you to hear this part. It wasn't like we went live and I was like, you know what, I'm about to go live and I'm about to say this. As the live was happening, they were texting me. They weren't texting me like, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? They were okay with everything I was doing until it came to Bella, because Bella recorded the video. I was already live. I don't need to get permission to talk about what I want to talk about. But they were okay with it until it came to Bella. Well, Frankie and Bella was okay with me being on live. It didn't become a problem until I was like, boom, I'm going to tell everything. They didn't want me to tell everything, but I'm not the person that leaves stuff out because it does not make sense.
Can I ask you? Wait. I wanna fill in the blanks here. Hold on, Trina. I wanna fill in the blanks
because I want to make sure that Matt Day understands. She's saying exactly what I'm saying. Right. I didn't say you needed permission at all. What I said was a back end conversation was had. I didn't give a time frame. It could have been happening at the very same moment of the live, as you said. However, them texting you is a back end conversation, and a back end conversation was absolutely had. So a back end conversation was had where they were okay with information being divulged as long as it was to do with Keys. And then you took it upon yourself so as to not tiptoe through the story to divulge all of the information and not simply the information that they told you on the back end they were okay with you releasing.
No.
Yeah, that is what happened because you came into $2.
She's trying to make it seem. No,
can I just clarify something?
We sat and we were like, oh, we're gonna stop.
Trying
to make it seem like
Trina and Matt Day.
Trying to make it seem
real quick. Hold on, Matt Day. Let chime in real quick.
I'm gonna clear it up before somebody else chimes in because then I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna say about Trina. I'm gonna answer.
So just mute us.
Don't answer nothing. Okay.
He is the host.
Hold on, you guys. Okay, just real quick, because I know you're going to drop after you say what you have to say. So go ahead and clarify.
You already know. So what happened was, good old time, you woke up that morning, you went to $2 live, you said you were about to expose Keys. You said, everybody hurry up and come to my live because I'm going to discuss what's going on and I'm going to expose him. So what happened was you were talking about the situation with him. You were talking about how he was a bad person, how he was disrespectful to you, how he was talking shit to you. And after that, Bella came up there and she spoke about it as well, and she dropped. Now, what no one knew was that Good Old Time was going to spill the beans about the Barb video. That put Bella and Frankie into it. So I just want to make sure that people remember that you were literally like advertising your live, saying, come to my live later. Come to my live later. I'm going to expose this dude. He was talking shit to me. He's a horrible person, whatever the case may be. And after that, what ended up happening is that conversation came out and Frankie kind of like confirmed what you said. So I'm a drop now.
So can I clear that up? Because that's not what happened. Mama C went live first, and we had already been talking about it. So that was the first live, and I was only going live to clear up what happened. So that wasn't the first live. That was, thank you, baby. That was the second live, and I said, I'll expose everything on Keys. It had nothing to do with me talking to conversation. He did something to me. And I know that you guys feel like it was nothing, but he kept trying to do stuff to me and Mama C, making us go against each other, making us start drama. So I get that when you came in, it felt like that, but there was already a live that happened prior.
It's a question. Okay, this is a question to Good Old Times. Based on, I know you said you were in a chat previously when the whole situation was going on, but seeing what happened during that chat, do you think that this is over, or do you think that she created another chat, or they created another chat to plot against the same people, or even now the people who are now speaking out against them, or he even tried to cancel their platform?
I don't know. I'm not in the mantra. I don't know what they're doing now.
But based off what because I know you said that they were plotting to take down Barb, and they also have pictures and recordings of other people. This is just this is not factual, this is an opinion based on what you think. Do you think that this is over, or do you think that she's actually going to start another group chat to do it again?
Give me 1 second real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Not laugh. Give me 1 second. Now, I just have to interject. Now, Kiana, I see you in here, and last night I was asleep on Barb's panel.
Do not
got into it. Huh?
Me up.
Huh?
So just so everybody know who's on the panel right now, so this is Braid Kings Live. This is Street Kingdom. Hey, Butter My Biscuit. Mad Day is up here, as well as QI and Trina. That's all that's on the panel, just the 4 of them right now. Y'all know Mad Day is actually Good Old Time. So let's get back into it.
Bring me up when it comes to that bitch, and I'm dead serious.
No, I did not like what I heard last night, on that panel.
I don't like it either. She called my daughter a bitch and a hoe. Respectfully, let's not, because I swear
I got tagged in the video this morning.
All understanding is gonna go clear out the window, and I'm so serious.
It's not about who gonna check you, but it's about what will possess when I got tagged in that video and I got sent that video this morning and heard what was said, I wish I was awake. I wish I was awake, but that was what? I don't know what y'all had.
Wait a minute, y'all. Did y'all see that video? Did Kiana actually say those things? Let me know in the comments if y'all know. Hey, Ann.
Oh no.
Children definitely should be off limits. Well, they saying she said it, but I was just seeing if anybody else. So I'm gonna go back just a little bit because
last night, but it was
it's asking for it to be rewind. So let's just go back just a smidget.
Tagged in the video this morning, and
understanding is gonna go clear out the window, and I'm so serious.
It's not about who gonna check you, but it's about what will possess when I got tagged in that video and I got sent that video this morning and heard what was said, I wish I was awake.
Hey, Nikki.
I wish I was awake. But that was what? I don't know what y'all had going on last night, but it was it ain't no leave it alone, Braid. It ain't no leave it alone, because I was in the panel, but I was asleep. It's not about nobody checking you. It's more about what will possess you to say that. What will possess you to call her daughter the B word? What would possess you to say the things that you said? Because you said way more than that. That was just the last thing that really sent Trina off the edge, and she really then they dropped her. That's another thing too, dropping y'all after ABCDEFG was said is crazy. It was already too late.
Way too late. But then it was too late. When I get to talking, when somebody called my child a bitch and a hoe.
In that person's defense, I don't think we heard. It wasn't the chat that was telling them what Kiana said. That person didn't hear it. They heard the back and forth between you guys, and that person would say stop, 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 and then when Kiana said what she said, that you guys were dropped, and then that's when the comments were saying this is what Kiana said about your baby, which was fucked up. Because even me, I didn't hear it until I was reading the chat. I said, what?
If you go to the page, I live for this shit.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's who has it. When I say it was such a long recording they had, like, I knew exactly which point I went to sleep. I guess Trina and Peach was arguing, and I went to sleep during that. And then I guess Kiana and Trina got into it really bad. Like, it was really corny. I have to be real. Like, if you really, y'all don't want to hear my full analysis of the full situation.
Because I wasn't allowing her up in the box to derail the conversation over here.
That wasn't going to be like that in the kingdom. Y'all wasn't about to cuss each other out and talk about each other's kids.
So she went over there on Barb's live and got to doing the most. And for everybody talking about Trina said this, Trina said that, Kiana's child is grown. Whatever cognitive disabilities her child has is well and good.
Can I talk to Kiana and Trina without you ever?
I can jump, yeah.
Okay, can I talk to Kiana real quick? So you gonna stay here?
Talk about me and my kid.
She's not gonna talk about your
things, and would you have in Texas?
Okay, that's that part. So we are now moving on to the second video. People have got to stop talking about people's children. And the last person I heard said that was Slim, and Slim is no longer, I ain't gonna say no longer on the app, because Slim ain't gonna never leave this app. But that's some wrong shit to be calling a child out of their name, because that child haven't even reached that level to be called that. That's just a little bit below the belt. And I'm not even gonna say a little bit, that's just under the belt. That don't make no sense. So we're still in Bray King Live. Shout out to Mad Cow, my #1 blogger. Make sure you guys are following and supporting her. And make sure you guys are subscribing to her YouTube channel. Tap the screen, share the live, donate to the live goal. I appreciate you. So now on the panel, we only have Trina for now and Mad.
The request is in, Kiana. Because you tried to come up yesterday, and I guess Trina dropped you and blocked you.
Oh, well, I'm not a moderator today.
Y'all will see me say more than... Y'all will see me say more the minute she says more. Y'all not about to get up here and argue.
Because I know that
you're not coming over here to talk to Trina. Trina, don't say nothing to her. Like, you're coming over here to talk to me. I'm talking to you. I'm just talking to you, not Trina. Like, this is for me and you to have a conversation real quick. Give me a second, Mad Day. Stay real close. Hey everybody, welcome to the kingdom. Make sure y'all tap in the screen, protect the live. Unfortunately, there is no mods. I took all of my moderators away because there was a lot of people who was messaging me saying people was blocked and stuff like that and muted and just a lot of stuff. So we are starting over. This is a modless live right now, but I will be adding mods here in one moment. Kiana, are you coming up or no? Because I wanted to talk to you. And, we done had a grown conversation before. So I feel like, you can come up.
I'm not dropping. She just called my daughter a bitch to my face. She'll be all right with me up here. I'm going to mute her.
Did she say drop or something? Because, you said, I gave you the choice.
Drop.
No, I gave her the choice. If you don't want to come up in a second, then we're gonna proceed with the show. But I just saw you in here, so I was giving you the opportunity to speak. We was all in the panel last night, but I was asleep. Oh, she's not coming up? Okay, so proceed with the show. Okay, so Trina.
She can only come up and do all that when she feel like she can get it off. If she knows she's not gonna be able to get it off, then she's not gonna come up and do it.
Gotcha.
But again, I'm going to say, I'm choosing to hold my tongue. Let's be clear on that. I'm choosing to watch my words. Let's be very clear on that. Because the moment you call my 9-year-old out her name, as if she stands on the same playing field as you and I, is really when all bets could have totally went out the window. Because as sad as it is for your child to be in the position she is, she's grown. You hear me? So I'm choosing to watch my mouth because that child should not bear the sins of her nasty, trifling, ridiculous, miserable ass mama. I'm choosing it because just know, baby, I'll hurt your feelings. Seriously. And what I do know is you're the type of bitch that only pops like this on the internet. Because when Big Diamond asked where you wanted to meet that bitch, you was shaking in your boots. You're the type of bitch that only pops like this on the internet. Bitch, you wouldn't dare say nothing but my child is beautiful to my face. And that's what I do know. That's what I do know. You wouldn't dare.
To our knowledge on this app, she has one daughter and one son. They are both grown.
So I'm gonna let you have this internet shit, bitch. Because what
Trina,
I know,
let me say this to you.
What I know is,
let me say this to you.
Both of y'all mute up. First of all, both of y'all mute up. Both of them mute up. We're not. Just give me a second, both of y'all. First of all, Kiana, welcome to the kingdom. I say that to everybody. I don't want y'all to do all that screaming, hollering, talking about kids. We're gonna start with that. I just have to tell both of y'all this. And I didn't really want y'all to talk to each other, but if that's you, Kiana, I really don't want you to talk to Trina. Y'all can really talk to me. But
Bray, listen, I respect the fact of what you got going on, okay?
Thank you.
You and I did what we had to do, and the shit is over with.
Yes.
The way this came about, you was holding a panel yesterday, right, with Shigo. You knew Shigo had put me in her backdrop, correct? You gave me an opportunity to come over here to say whatever it was I was going to say to her, correct? Mm-hmm. Trina had a problem. It's on the blog. Trina went there. Where the fuck she at? And you said because this lady had her in her backdrop. She talking cold money shit. And I said to you, are you serious? You thought I was saying about the mob. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this shit coming at me, and I'm not addressing her. This is between me and Shigo. So I was saying to you, are you serious? Because this is your house. Right.
I remember you saying,
addressing me.
And the thing is,
yeah, but you thought I was talking about something else, but I was talking about Trina addressing me.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So I was like, no, great, that's what I'm talking about. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And she was like, yeah, go over there to your show, your morning show. And I was like, I'm not even here to address Trina. I was here to talk to Shigo. She trying to talk for Shigo. She addressing me, talking shit at me. So then I decided to drop, but I said I'm gonna come back up. Now you was walking around, so you wasn't paying any attention. She muted me. I asked her for come up 4 times. She denied my request 4 times. When you started back looking at the screen, that's when I asked to come up, and she didn't deny the request then. But I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to my room. So I went to my room, I said what I wanted to say, did what I wanted to do, because I figured y'all was streaming anyway, and you would hear it. But clearly y'all didn't. Okay, clearly you didn't. So last night, when I saw her in the box talking to Peach, like she was talking to him, when this man just had a live asking people, 5 people, with one of y'all get Trina somewhere to live.
Okay,
She irritated
hold on,
me.
Kiana. So wait, before we go, okay, I'm following you. So number one, I did not know Trina had all that stuff you said. Till I woke up today and saw
It's on the blog, baby. It's on the blog. I'm gonna play it tomorrow on my show.
Okay, but I'm saying you sent me a message today, said you got dropped and your request was removed. I didn't know none of that till today.
You did.
And there was a slew. I got a slew of messages. Yours was just one of the many messages that was
correct. You did.
Just
I said yes, I did.
Hey, Big Mike.
Trina already told me she did. Trina told me she did. But what I'm saying is, listen. As far as what you just said about the pizza line,
I'm getting ready to get to it. I'm finna get to it.
But let me tell you my opinion on it. No, let me tell you my opinion on it though, because I already know we already talked about it over here. And Trina addressed Peach over here first, and they got into it. But the thing was, like, we came to the conclusion Peach was being shady. You feel me? Peach was going alive being shady. He said it was other people dogging you. Why you calling me out? You feel me? Aunt Karen had this to say about you, but Peach agreed. Like, I was trying to get you an apartment. I was blah 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 blah. It was already agreed. So for you to be like, this man tried to get you a roof over your head, and you cut it.
Listen to what I'm saying, Bray. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I couldn't care less about the conclusion. I'm bringing you up to speed. When I began to argue with Trina, And instead of her being the reader that she can be, she goes to the easy, which is my child. Kiana, that's why your child that way. Kiana, it's not your fault that your baby, man, fuck you and your motherfucking child, bitch. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Wrong answer. That's already the wrong answer, Kiana.
I will see you in Atlanta.
No, you won't. Like, Kiana, come on back. Like,
Mine is
Kiana.
beautiful, bitch.
Both.
So is that what we're going to try to do? I'm going to have to keep muting you.
God literally said, fuck yours.
Hold on, you guys.
Fuck your child.
I got to drop. We're going to have to drop. We're going to have to drop you, stinker mama. Kiana, what the hell?
Up. We have a new subscriber, y'all. That's welcome to the family. Let's welcome Natasha Brown to the family. Thank you for the subscription, Tasha. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. Welcome to the family. Y'all know, drop those confettis in there in the chat. Let them know that we care. All right, let's get back into it.
What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? What? Y'all just be flying off the handle. That's ridiculous. Tell, I was the damn mod trying to do the mute back and forth with you. Now, damn it. Y'all be blowing me. That's why I have to smoke playing with y'all, because y'all get on my nerves. Y'all do just a lot. Y'all, it's like, are we grown? Y'all both older than me. Y'all both older than me. You don't gotta do all that.
This little girl, bitch, you think you doing
You don't gotta do all
God
that.
really put his hands. Hold on. God
Both of
really put
y'all's
his hands
babies
on
are
that
beautiful,
one.
so just let it go.
Excuse me. God really put his hands on that one. God really put his hands on that one. Girl, you can't calling my child out her name does nothing, because again, she didn't hear you. Look at that face. Look at that smile. Look at that beauty, that charm, that intellect. God put his hands on that one, and that's what you better know. Fuck wrong with you.
So, right. So respectfully, Kiana is not telling the accurate truth or whatever. She came and started attacking Trina, right? And when and was trying to use Peach to do it at first, and Trina was talking to her very calm or whatever. What Trina said to her was, because she started saying about your mama this, your mama that, or whatever, and Trina responded to her, and how the kid thing came up. She was like, no, actually, have you told your daughter that you loved her lately? Have you told her that you loved her or whatever? And that's how it kind of started going on. Kiana kept going in.
I heard the blog last night. I heard the whole entire conversation from start to finish. I heard everything last night.
I even say, and then even when she said that, she's like, Kiana, you know that your baby being like that is not your fault. In that tone. And Kiana went far left, calling that baby dirty H's and F-A-B, you know, like.
Biscuit, butter my biscuit. You running in and out the door, butter.
It was crazy. So to me, okay, yeah, we lead kids out of it, but to that degree, and saying stuff like that, that was like dead wrong. Like,
you tried to bring up my mama being funny, and then you turn around and call her granddaughter a bitch. What you think my mama got for you? Let's be for real. One thing my mama gonna step behind is that little girl. Since y'all think that she's not stepping behind me, you better know she's stepping behind Aubrey. What you thought calling my 9-year-old a bitch and a stinking ass hoe was gonna do? You think you and my mama about to be cool now? Be so for real. Oh, and just so y'all know, my mother was just over here. That's what I was telling Miss Kiana when she got in her feelings, because Kiana kept trying to comfort me, and all I kept doing was asking Kiana to check in on her. And
Lord, I just want y'all to know, Kisses is showing a whole bunch of food, and this little thin ass little Oreo cookie ain't got shit on what I just seen in there, and I need me a scoop. I suggest y'all go watch that, because the food looked really good. Just saying, y'all.
Her relationship, because me and mine, whatever y'all seen, guess what? My mama had just left from over here, had took my baby out to eat, and gave me a big old hug and kiss. Me and
I think I'm gonna miss that, because if I'm not mistaken, the night before that break, you had kind of fell asleep a little bit, but Trina, right before you ended your live, Trina went live, turned her camera on, and her mom was hugging and kissing on her in your.
Not them right in the comments, hungry isms. Y'all gonna have to stop with all these isms. Now, it's just going too goddamn far with all these isms.
Right. Were you up?
I saw that. I must have seen it on the. No, I was commenting. I was like, oh, like it was like, look at y'all. Like that was the sweetest thing ever. Like everybody was so happy. Like I was laying down. Like I was in there.
Because Trina had dropped a little bit and then she came back up.
Yes, and her mama was right there hugging and kissing her. Yes, exactly. Yes, like yes, I saw that.
It's that misfit moment. They didn't know that her and her mom had made up. So to bring her mom's situation back up was kind of like.
Let me say this too. My mom did not know me and Kiana had issues. My mom was trying to go to platforms where she felt like it was, it was a couple of people that was cool with me. She went to Nosy, she went to Diamond. My mom did not know that it was a problem between me and Kiana. And Kiana knew that. But Kiana's so desperate, right? Because she so badly wants to prove that she can be somebody on this app. And she played on that because she knew that my mother did not know.
Can my previous mods leave a comment with an emoji real quick so I can mod a couple people? Go ahead.
Well, let you tell her you ain't need us, but them fingers hurt, don't they, Bookie Butt?
And y'all talking about, well, why bring that up? Trina, why bring it up? Why did she come up bringing up my mother? Because again, we're not going to play like anybody held a live to actually help me. That live was not to help me, period. So let's stop playing like that, for one. For two, she shouldn't have came up saying nothing to me, period, especially when it comes to my mother. You ain't get no cool points for that interview, boo. You don't. None whatsoever. So yeah, I'm talking about me and my relationship with my mother. I'm going to talk about your relationships as a mother. Because what are you doing with it? Besides projecting your misery of it onto us. That's what I said. Then she started calling my child on her name, and I still am watching my mouth. Trust me. Because the things that are on my tongue, Lord help me.
Can I just ask one question? Where the fuck did this ism stuff come from? They in the comments not gonna get a ism. What is this?
Girl, what's her name? The Sky the Scammer said. So y'all not gonna talk about the featureism that she said because the girl had the big nose, and they went and started cracking jokes in the comments, calling everything an ism.
Listen,
I'm not gonna redo this. Nope, not today. I just said it. And where we at? Well, that's 2. I think this is next up.
They would have canceled me by this morning. They would have been successfully. The things that would have flew out of my mouth, I would have been successfully canceled.
So this is, I don't want to call it part 3 because this one doesn't, well, it is part 3. Never mind. But this time we have in the box, we still have Trina in the box. We do have Kisses in the box, but we also have Erica, and then we have Boo Boo Kitty in the box. So this one is just them still speaking on the harmful things that people are saying about children. And they're basically getting ready to have dialogue in regards to the harmful things that are being said about children, which I feel like you should be able to tongue tussle with anything outside of bringing children in it. The children ain't got nothing to do with an adult fight. That's it. That's all. There's a lot you could be saying outside of it. You're already body shot and body shaming and everything else. There's a whole lot of other stuff you can say. Hey, Kiara. Children just need to be off limits because it really affects people on this app, and it's wrong. And when you reach the level of calling someone's child every whole trick in the book, that's a problem because that child didn't even reach that level. But I also understand where Kiana is coming from, is that Kiana feels like, well, damn, I don't want nobody talking about my child either. So that's why children should be just off limits. But then you can't say too much if you're the one who always starts it, though. I'm still saying what I said. If you started, don't expect it not to come back to you. Because as much as you research, don't mean that someone else is not going to do the same research. So don't put out in the atmosphere what you don't want to come back to you. Stand 10 toes down on what you're doing. If you're doing dirt, it's going to come back to you. So it doesn't matter how you put it out there, who you give it to, it's going to come back to you. That's it. But leave the kids out of it. It's sad because kids shouldn't be in none of this shit.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say, because that was ugly and it was uncalled for. And the gang up. Let's talk about the gang up. I felt like it was a bit of a gang up too, if we really want to be honest, if we're really going there. I did.
I'm gonna clock it, but it's been clocked. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit of a gang up. Yeah, gangbangism. It was all that. It was everything.
Gang big.
But we would have went to hellism if it was me. Okay, that's all. I don't know how people. I big Glock. Ain't that Glock, Colonel Quern?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it would have went to hell, child. I don't know how that.
No, y'all don't worry. I'm not gonna listen to HB. Listen, I have my own tactics, you guys, so that I'm not bottling things in. Everything I wanted to say, I did say. I just did not say online. So I appreciate that. I also appreciate HB looking out for the dark side of me, right? You always need a friend to do that. But I didn't say those things not because I cared about how it would make Kiana feel.
Crowns in the chat, 150K. Thank y'all.
I cared about how they would make me feel, right? I have special needs family members. I was a direct support professional for years. So I developed a lot of bonds with people with special needs. So I would not have felt well putting those things into the atmosphere, which is why I chose not to. As far as Kiana, I could care less how she would feel.
Hey, Martell.
If I knew I could say those things without feeling some type of way about myself, I would have said them.
Hey, make it make sense.
That I'm not cut like that.
So for me, I wouldn't have mentioned. I wouldn't have. Proxy said so. We're going to act like Trina mentioned. Passive aggressive to me. I mean, Proxy, that was after the fact. That's what she was doing. She said she was mentioning, yeah, you're right. Her mother and her kids. So that's what she was doing to those little tiny things that she was saying was innocent to me. It was innocent. It was passive aggressive.
Hey,
it was
Cam.
innocent. It was extremely innocent. Because some people would have went to hell, and I did go there with Kiana already. I will not do it again because when I apologized, I meant that. Her child and her condition is not something that we need to weaponize on this app. So I'm not doing it no more. I'm literally would have ate that shit up without mentioning her kid at all. I'm not playing. And y'all got on my ass about that, but some way, somehow, when K-Dub did it, y'all just act like y'all ain't hear nothing. But that's okay. That's fine. I didn't apologize for y'all. I apologize because I shouldn't have been mentioning anybody that was.
Hey, Stallion. Hey, beautiful.
Child, Trina's really trying to change. That's all I got to say. She's really trying.
Somebody just mentioned me. I have people with special needs children that follow me too. So it's just, I just want to make it real clear. It's not Kiana. I guess that's my only point. The reason why I did not say the things that I could have is because of myself and because I know there's women. One of my closest friends has a special needs child. So I do consider those things before I open my mouth to speak. Because again, she is one of my closest friends. And I know although she would understand I'm arguing with somebody, I feel like she would still feel some type of way. And also, I mean, y'all can call it passive aggressive all you want to. There's nothing really too much passive aggressive about me. When I'm talking to Kiana and I ask her those questions or I say those things, I'm being dead serious. And it is my way of keeping myself calm and keeping myself level headed. It's not passive aggressive. I'm being dead serious. When I told her it's not her fault, I was dead serious. When I told her daughter is beautiful, I was dead serious. When I told her that it's nothing that anybody can do to change it, I was dead serious. It's not passive aggressive. I'm being dead serious because y'all leaving out the fact that I also said that her daughter was beautiful, and her daughter was worthy. So let's not leave that out either.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. I know I make a lot of promises, but if somebody come up on a panel and I ain't said nothing to them in days or whatever, and my kids gotta be B's and dusty H's and nappy headed this and all that, child, I'm gonna talk about more people than you know. So I don't really know. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. That was strong of you and commendable.
And at the end of the day, like I said, y'all better know little Aubrey is up there playing with a dog right now, and little kitten, my baby is happy. My baby is good. My baby is feeling light. She's excited about going to school. She don't even want me to have to walk her across because the school's right across the street. That's why I said I agree with Siobhan, but I also have to realize protecting her is protecting my mental. And I have to realize that some miserable old lady whose skin is sagging on this internet is not a threat to my child in no way, shape, or form. Kiana does not exist in Aubrey's world. So there's no need for me to even do all of that and give her the satisfaction of being miserable white Ritter. I'm happy with mine.
Mom, she said no.
I just popped up here to say something, and I say it all the time. I can drag a bitch by the ear around this app.
So y'all should be very familiar with that voice. Big Lock in the building, Corn Cartel in the box.
But what you will never hear me do is talk about any children. You know why? Because we all have enough fucked up shit wrong with us to even bring these kids into it. That's what I don't get that. I've never gotten that.
Y'all get this kitchen clean.
Why are we dragging kids in it? Hey, Glock.
Well, she gonna come up here and come after you next. So
Glock good. Glock good. Trust me, Glock good. It's just a question. It is enough.
Silent Angel is in the box as well now, y'all.
Fucked up shit with every one of us. Some of us got one ear bigger than the other, passion pissing all over the place. All of us got something wrong with us where we can drag one another for filth. I'm just trying to figure out, how do the children keep getting strays?
But Glock, and so I think that they keep using the same stuff about Trina not having a job, Trina not doing this, Trina not doing that, and it no longer works. It used to work on her a few months back. Now they want to go into the kid situation or whatever to try to get another trigger out of her. So they trying to go deep and dig. No, that's why I was telling Trina, like,
those are mine.
They talking to their phone. They not even talking to you.
Right, some of these people.
They know that Aubrey is her weak spot. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever. And now stuff with her mom and start surfacing. They think that that's going to be another weak spot to attack, another form of attacking. You get what I'm saying? So
And I get that, but I think Trina has built a wall around her to get those bullets. Those licks that are being thrown at little Aubrey. But I mean that even for Kiana's child. What is it? And I think her daughter is an adult and she's special needs. So, I mean, when do we just stop? When do we say it's about us and not those kids?
Well, I'm gonna answer because this was me in a situation. I'm not gonna say I couldn't have handled it better because I could have dropped, right? I could have just dropped out the box. However, it's only so much I'm gonna actually stand there and allow you to say. Did I have to say those things? No, but I feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's my honest answer, Glock, and I know it probably ain't what you want to hear or the right
No,
thing.
you already know. You know that's not what I want to hear from you because we keep going with this rhetoric. Two wrongs don't make it right, but a damn sure make it even. At the expense of who? Our children. Just think about what I just said. Two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure make it even. And then everybody click off the app, go to bed, snore, piss in the bed, whatever you do. Then we open back up tomorrow and try to have a civil conversation about.
This is why I love me some Glock. If I'm feeling sleepy, she gonna wake me up. Butter, you keep running in and out this door, better. Not pissing the bed. Damn it. We just gonna keep going because I'm not even gonna ask who the hell is still pissing in the bed and you grown. It better be them old people in that damn home that's getting pinched on. That's who it better be.
Something that it just shouldn't happen. And Trina, just a little bit of time I've spent with you. I know you are so much bigger than this.
I'm so glad you said that. I've been in there. Welcome to the kingdom, baby. I had to go in and take these pork chops out, but I had my other phone listening to everything you was just saying, right? again, the people in these TikTok streets, no offense to some of y'all who's up here on the panel who do it, y'all have no morals, no moral compass, no common decency. I don't know what will possess any of y'all to speak about any child who's done nothing to you and it's innocent. Anybody who speak on kids and do stuff to kids, it don't make sense. So it's not like all of a sudden this is gonna change. You need to change your views on your morals. Don't speak on an innocent kid if it has nothing to do with you. Like, not even if it has nothing to do with you. Don't speak on kids, period. Don't speak on dead people. Have morals is what it boils down to. A lot of people go to hell with it and they try to show out because it's this and you're embarrassed that. Y'all are embarrassing yourselves. That shit really affects me when I hear y'all talk about kids, even Kiana kid. That shit is disgusting to me. Like, every time. So how about let's have morals and not speak on motherfucking innocent kids. That's what'll help.
Hey, Messy
Forget
Gazette.
that they did it first. Who gonna do it worst? Who cares? Don't speak on kids. It's simple. Y'all just don't think like that. A lot of people don't think like that in the streets because y'all love to go to hell and show out for views. It's embarrassing. Your spirit is showing. A lot of y'all.
Can I say something? Because I am one of those.
I'm at the mute. That's just my opinion. Thank you, Glock, for saying that.
Yes. So I will say this: until your child, so you're sitting on a panel and your kids is being called B's and H's and ugly names. I'll just wait until the day to see how you respond. Yes, you can drop. Yes, you can leave, but I highly doubt that. My thing is this: you come for mine, I'm coming for yours. That's it. That's all. Ain't no way around it. I do not care. That's on and off the app. Okay, then I'll drop. But that's just it.
I could promise you, nobody could get up here and say a fuck thing about my kids that don't know my kids is gonna make me spin with them. Because I'm not gonna return that favor back to them. My moral compass is as good as I think it can get. Do it probably need some tweaking.
Now, Glock, I know. Now, Glock. Now, I know I heard you cussing a motherfucker out the other day for bringing up your kid just for even...
Exactly, but you never heard me say anything about their children, and I seen those kids. This is what I'm talking about.
Facts.
So even a motherfucker bring up your kids, you got enough sense not to stoop and bring up somebody so you don't speak on kids.
Fuck with them people kids. I swear to you, I'm not gonna fuck with them people kids.
Okay, well,
Why they in the chat talking about Glockisms? It's Glockisms in the chat, y'all. It's Glockisms in the chat. I don't know what we gonna do with some of these people on this app. Glockisms, Lord, we got these isms as ism in them, I'm telling you.
Hold on. Let me say this. Because I don't...
But I do want to say she was speaking 100 facts off the rip. That's why I mess with her and Poetic. Facts on facts. And sometimes you got to hear the facts because other people will try to spin a whole nother narrative. At the end of the day, you could do a whole lot of shit to really hurt a person's feelings without even having to touch their kids. Literally.
None of y'all to be in the position that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I buried a whole child, 24 years old. Do you think anything somebody can say about one of my children gonna hurt me more than putting my fucking child in the ground?
Not at all.
Do y'all really think that?
Not at all.
I have an issue with God. Not nobody on no damn app.
Facts.
I have an issue with him. With him. Not nobody on this app. Y'all don't ever want to sit in these shoes that I'm sitting in. Y'all spinning people, kids back and forth. I get up some mornings and ask God, why you still got me here? What kind of fucking, what kind of joke you playing on me? Why I'm here? Why am I still here? And I have 2 other children and 6 beautiful grandchildren. So what somebody say to me on the app, they can suck my left nut on everything I love. Y'all gotta stop doing.
You heard what she said. Y'all, you heard what she said. I don't have a set, but I do have some that I might just have to just bring up. But I don't own a set personally. But this is why I love Glock.
This shit. Y'all, we gotta stop. We have to stop.
It's a fact, though. I love what she's saying right now, though.
Let me say this. One child, and her name is Aubrey Noel. That's my only child. The only time the God put a seed in my body and let me grow it. I have only one. I'm not perfect. When I say I'm growing, that is a journey that I have not yet reached the destination. I'm not perfect. So I'm still going to do and say things that a lot of y'all are not going to like. But when it comes to my kid, as I said before, my understanding lessens greatly. Now, I already said I try my best to hold my tongue when it comes to y'all. It's been pages made about my kid. Kiana, calling my child a bitch is light work. Y'all done raised tell about everybody else's kid, but Aubrey done been through the ringer on this app. Profile pictures made, school information shown, all kind of shit. And I have not disrespected none of y'all's children. Not one time. So again, when I say to Kiana, what I say to her, it is not big, it is not a drag.
What school information? What school information was shown?
It wasn't shown. It was given to somebody, and they chose not to use it, and they told her that the information was given to them, so she need to tread lightly with these motherfuckers that she treading with. So, yeah.
Okay.
But she has spoken on other people's kids on this app. But okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mean it from the bottom of my heart. Ain't none of y'all had to go through on this internet what me and mine have had to go through, respectfully. And again, I have never disrespected none of y'all's kids. I ain't never called none of y'all kids out their name, ever. Not once. So I'm sorry that I did not just drop and let Kiana have it. But I'm real tired of y'all thinking that me and mine is free game, because we are absolutely the fuck not. And when I tell you, you will see the deepest, darkest depths of me when it comes to my daughter, I swear to God, I mean it. So again, I'm not perfect. I'm growing. I'm not there yet. I will still need to be reminded.
Thank you for the follow, Elaine.
I'm here to knock on your door, and you know it. Words are nothing compared a motherfucker that's 7,000 miles from you on the internet. Your daughter. I want you to make sure you got that energy. If anybody is close to you within hands,
thank you, Rhonda.
Do that to your daughter.
It's trust me when I tell you the energy intensified. That's why I'm walking around with a warrant right now, because I will put my hands on you behind my daughter. Please understand that. It's intensified when it's somebody that I can reach out and touch. Understand that.
As it should be. I totally understand that. I get it.
It is intensified. I don't play no games when it comes to my child. I will literally put you in the ground, and I'm not playing.
Girl, you should wrong answer, chicken mama. Wrong answer, okay? Thank you.
Let me tell you. This what I jumped up here to tell y'all.
I don't mean to intervene. Can I intervene in
Mine's
something?
made up already.
Huh?
I want to intervene on something. I've been out here since 2019. I watched Trina. I've been, around the app. Trina has really grown. I don't know why people don't lit up off of her. I really don't. I'm just speaking my mind. I think she's grown and she's doing her thing.
Quiet storm.
And that's really all I wanted to say. But thank you all. God bless all of y'all in the panel. Empress, you already know what it is, baby. But I'm here. And I'm in mute. Or I'll drop. Whatever you want me to do.
You fine. All right, because we only got a couple more seconds into this clip.
How y'all gonna handle the shit with these kids, but I won't partake in it. Don't come on my panel, don't come in my rooms, don't do none of that with nobody kids. That's all I say respectfully.
So you wouldn't deal with somebody anymore after you hear them. You wouldn't platform them anymore after you hear them come for kids.
If they're on their own shit, I can't do nothing. But they're not coming on my shit doing it. Period. And those people that you're talking of, I still I beat their ass on the back end. The same way I am on this app, I'm off.
Gotcha. And that is true. And I,
if you want to come up, y'all can come up.
And I wouldn't even bring no drama to your life.
I know you wouldn't, Trina, but you already know what it is with us. And you said it. If I see you going left, I'm a big bitch. I'll bump you back to the right. I promise you that. I promise you that.
Yeah, I don't usually be in other people's spaces either, but if you let somebody play with me in regards to my child in your space, I'm going for theirs in your space. And they would have canceled me by this morning. They would.
All right, so that was the tail end of that one. That was part 3. So it looks like we possibly have a 4 as well. That's completing the whole lives, because there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I think this is the final piece. Yeah. Yeah. I think the rest are, okay, yeah. All right, so we're going to get into the final clip of this piece.
Miss Natasha, if you was talking, you was muted, babe.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing.
You're still muted,
You're
Miss
muted.
Natasha. There you
go.
Okay. Can we say something before you start this? The fourth.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to give your opinion. Not a problem.
Okay. First, let me say, as creators, and I'm not a creator. I just do it. I'm not a creator, but it was a year, April, that I got on here, and I was first introduced to Trina on the first live I've ever been on was Diamonds. And you're right, she has come a long way. I see growth in her in the year that I've been on this app. But let me say this: as creators, as platform people, and thank you. I've been in your comments before, Empress, but today was the first time that I felt inclined to subscribe. But I want to say this imperative, because you guys make choices to be on your app. Your family, your kids, they don't. And I've gone across this app and I'm like, there's enough room for all you guys to do what you do, because I thought this was an entertainment platform. But I'm learning that it gets vicious. People bring in their families, they dock people. That's a new word for me. I'm old, you guys. I'm knocking on 70's door. But they docking people, getting in people's personal information, pulling up on people's houses and stuff. And that's not my spirit. I don't go in, I don't go hard, but I am locked and loaded. I've learned, to being in a red state, we had to be. But it gets crazy. And this is not that deep. TikTok is not that deep. And I know I've heard people been dragged through the mud on this app just viciously. And we can do better. There's more serious things going on in this world for us to be dealing with the petty. And Glock, I didn't know who she was before then, but I will be following her. Trina, are you still on here? Baby, I'm still praying for you and praying for your baby. And just thank you for at least having this conversation, Empress, because, mad, because I know it's a cliche when they go high, when they go low, you go high, but some of y'all go straight to hell. And
Absolutely.
it's just unnecessary. I just don't think it's unnecessary to drag, and especially if you guys have a back end relationship where y'all calling or texting, and because you get in your feelings, you putting people's lives on this platform to be judged and ridiculed. It's just not. I guess that's not cool. I wouldn't do that to a person that I call a friend. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. So maybe I'm old, and maybe I'm too old for this app.
I wouldn't say that, because I feel like if there's a disagreement, that's on the back end, it should always remain on the back end. Why? Because the disagreement is on the back end. If you're not going to come to an agreement, or one feels like they're doing something that's going to make the situation better, I'm a person who will gracefully bow out, because I'm not getting ready to argue with you. I'm not getting ready to go back and forth. You can have it. It's not that serious to me, but I assure you there's no need for me to bring it to the front end. There's no need, because if it didn't happen on the front end, it doesn't belong on the front end. I can't speak for everyone on this app at all. Everybody moves on this app accordingly to the way they see fit. I can't control anyone, but I definitely can capture a couple of people when they do come in this live. I can capture them. Hey, this is who I am. This is how I move. If you choose to be here, you're more than welcome. If you choose to, I'm not going to be upset if you're not here. I just let it be known. So when you do go follow Glock, make sure you follow Poetic as well, because she has the medical side.
Yes,
You're going to enjoy that as well. There's a lot of people on this app you can follow. Miss Nietzsche's going to make you laugh when you're not having that good day. She's definitely going to put that good spirit.
Absolutely.
Just wanting to just have some good, good wholesome stuff. There's a lot of people out on this app, so you know.
It's I mean, it's a roller coaster on this app. I started on this app when COVID started, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I didn't get on apps like that, so. When COVID started, I got on this app. I sit back, I stay silent on a lot of things, but then I watch how people move. Like, they move so viciously, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, and then they want you to choose sides. I'm not choosing a side. I'm going to stay with who I want to stay with, period, point blank. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know.
I feel people should be able to move around on
I'm
this
so
app
like
freely.
messed up in my mind right now, like just with life, and then when I get on the internet, I come on the internet to let go of stuff that I'm going on with life, and then you get on here, and then it's like, oh my God, like why? What is going on here? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, but
This app has its good moments, and it also has its down moments. You have to pick and choose, because see, I can go into a space. For one, I don't get on this app during the day. Rarely do I get on here during the day, because I recap and I would be bored recapping something I heard already. But then there's a lot that people do miss. So I do make sure that I'm streaming most of the time later in the evening for everybody, so they can hear what went on throughout the app. Everybody do what they do on this app because this is how they choose to be. Everybody is different. Everybody brings something different to their platform. So I like how, you know, some might be a little more messier than others, but then that's what they bring to their platform. I don't agree with, you know, pick a side, because I feel people are going to subscribe wherever they want to subscribe to. They're going to hang out wherever they want to hang out. That's just facts.
Can I ask you a question?
Can we do a little bit better on this app? Yeah, like Glock said, we could do a hell of a lot better sometimes. We can stop some of the shit, but then, you know, some of this shit kind of sells on this app, and people are not willing to let certain things go. You can argue, you can fuss and fight, but let it just be between you two adults. Stop bringing in kids. Stop bringing in all the other shit. Just, you know, just let it be that. You don't need to be talking about each other's kids. And if you're having down days, you know, take a breather, take a walk, hang out with yourself a little bit, and then come on this app. Because sometimes you just got to release some steam that's just within you. And when you release something that's within you, then you really not going to focus on a lot of the mess that's here on this app. Because it's just mess at the end of the day. Because when I leave here, this is my illusional world. This is an illusion here. In my reality, I'm still the same way. Even when I'm seeing people on the street, I'm talking to them because I just love talking to people. And if I feel you down, then hey, I just don't want to walk past people and ask them how they doing. How you really doing? Is your day good? If it is, keep doing it. If it's not, it's going to get better. At the end of the day, we just here to help each other. We can't get everybody to be on the same page, but as long as we got one or two people, it'll spread. It'll eventually spread. It might not spread throughout the whole world, but it'll touch enough souls, you know?
Right. Empress, you right, though. If you walk past somebody and you feel like that they feel like they in a bad mood, just, hey, how are you doing? You know, how's your day going? It makes a big difference in a person. You know what I mean?
It do. And we're going to get there one day at a time sometimes.
on. Okay, so I mean, like I said, I got on this app during COVID, and then I feel like I look and it says, "Oh, this is a messy talk." Okay, so I don't know. I'm not trying to be messy. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on here to grow with people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not on here to try to be messy by no means.
Well,
But
keep in
then
mind that there's more than just this side of TikTok. You just, because I've been tried all over. I told you I had y'all laughing over here that lady had just about $1 million over some glue stick rubbing on that mic. That just took me down. I was like, and here I am barely getting 100.
and the
I
person
barely got
needs
100
power.
over here, and you over here just rubbing a glue stick on this little mic. Let me do what you do, because she had me though. I ain't gonna lie, she had me, y'all. I don't know, it soothed me, it did something, but I sure was there for about 30 minutes off of just this glue running on there. So there is so much more to this app. And I think
But you have
people
to
get
find
stuck
it,
that it
Empress.
isn't more to this app. Y'all laughing because y'all done been here and seen that girl. I'm
So
telling you.
Yeah, but you have to find the good stuff, and
You know, you just got to move around, because some stuff I don't agree with. I keep scrolling. If I feel
But
that
I
it's
enjoy
just too
your
bad,
space.
I just move around.
I enjoy your space because, like
I
I said,
appreciate
like
that.
I mean, there's a lot of creators. I'm not gonna say her name; it's irrelevant. But there's a lot of creators that I enjoy that is associated with the same. You know what I mean? I enjoy that. But then you got them ones that wants to create a whole lot of nonsense. I mean, yes, we gotta have fun and we gotta have a little nonsense. We gotta have a little messiness, absolutely. But
You see,
to
that's
the
what I
point
thought
to where
it
you
was,
bring up
Lefton.
kids and family, that's where I can't get down with, and I just don't comment, or I'll log off.
See,
Period.
at first, I didn't think that was real, though. And again, I'm old, and so I thought it was like reality TV. You enjoy to see the train wreck, but then when I hear people come on, I've heard that child up there come on.
No, you can tell by their voice. Like you can tell by their accent, their voice.
and they've been just devastated. I'm like, okay, that wasn't cosplay. That was real. They were really going in, and I had to figure it out. My grandbaby told me, my oldest grandbaby who got me on here to promote my book. I still haven't developed a platform to promote what I wanted to do, because I wanted to get on here to empower, to encourage, to educate. And I'm like, maybe this is not the spot for me. And so,
you
and
gotta look at TikTok like a TV. You switch the channel. The channel to change the channel is hit the X at the top of the box if it don't apply to you. It's really
right.
TV. There are sometimes I get stuck. I mentioned this glue stick because every day I do go over there for 30 minutes to listen to her rub that stick, and I don't know why, but I do. I don't know. It's soothing. There is places that I go just for music that I clean my house up with. There's places like, I know when I want to laugh. There's 2 places on this app where I'm going to go. You're going to always see, and they don't even know I'm there. I go there to laugh because sometimes my spirit might be a little low. I'm going to be in Glock. She's going to make me laugh. I'm going to go over there to Nietzsche. She's going to make me laugh. If I want some serious and I just want to hear some intellectual things in regards to just being in relationships, I'm going to definitely be called over there in Rick the Ruler side. Now, if I want that comedy, I'm going to either be messing with Kev or I'm going to be messing with Laugh. I'm going to, and man, I definitely
love Laugh.
Chris, I go around the app for certain things that make me happy with inside. If I want to watch him doing makeup, I go and watch him do makeup. If I want to watch him doing hair, I treat it like it's a TV. I flick the channel. Now, when I get on the debate side, I got to go because I get mad. I get mad and I be like, I don't even know what is this new word today. I get mad sometimes. So it just all depends where you go. And then there's some days I go over there, I completely understand exactly what they're saying. So it's all in just what the day is on this app. You go whatever makes you happy. If you're not celebrated in certain spaces,
Frankie's in your audience. And every time I see
Frankie always got her ass over here bothering me. She's always bothering me.
Exactly what you just spoke.
I think she's mild-mannered. I think she's, to the point. This is this. But then I saw somebody going in on her the other day. I'm like, huh?
And we all can catch it from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't expect any of us to be perfect. Don't expect any creator to be perfect.
If we
There's
perfect,
moments where a person can dig enough to it, it'll get brought out of you.
We're not perfect. But
I go in a lot of spaces and I appreciate them. I even appreciate a lot of spaces that moves on this app. I do.
Well,
and
I appreciate your space, Empress. I really do, because I came up on your panel and there's been no disrespect. I'm not going on no panel. I'm too old to be arguing and going through any kind of nonsense over somebody that I don't even really know. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate your space. I enjoy, what happened?
I'm gonna drop down. What
happened?
They're reporting you, so go ahead and drop down.
Miss Natasha, I'm gonna say this to you because I said it to you.
The girl ain't did nothing.
Okay.
You know what? Mind my business, because I don't know what goes on.
I don't want you to leave the app, and it's a selfish reason in me.
Thank you, Tyra.
A selfish reason in me that has discouraged you from leaving the app multiple times is because you have a knowledge and a wisdom that didn't just come with age, but it came with who you are. And because of that, sometimes I need to hear that. Sometimes you set that tone and you set that example for the petty person that I am. So that's why sometimes I'll tell you, if you're in a panel and I see they not treating you right, I'll come in and be like, please get out the panel.
Hey, Rush.
But I do that because of the fact that I respect the wisdom and knowledge that comes with you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too.
And you might be in the wrong space. What's up, Cam? So let's get back into these recaps because, I got to get off here on time because I got to get these babies to school in the morning. They had me up at the crack of dawn because I am that mama that cook breakfast in the morning. I do. I try to make sure that they leave here and don't have to worry about nothing. So let's get back into these recaps. I appreciate you, Natasha, as well as make it make sense. I appreciate you as well. Thank both of y'all for coming on my panel. I appreciate that. Let's get back into it.
You understand? See, that's what I mean. But you're the wrong nigga for the message. You're the wrong one. You can't deliver the message. Not you. Get somebody else.
I knew she was coming
Get
up.
somebody else to do it.
Everybody mute up.
Thank
so
you for the subscription, Thanos.
Say something.
I know you think that you're so righteous
Go ahead.
now, HB.
That's why you came up here fanned out yesterday. I am relevant. I'm that girl. And you know I am.
You gave a child
you
a
know
whole
I
funeral.
am.
You are
Get
not
your musical mad ass down.
For what
you
not to do on this
for the
app.
fucking message like I fucking said, you dumb ass
what not to do on this app.
Tap the screen, y'all.
With multiple people's children. Fuck you for life because you talked about Aries' kid and now you're trying to come up here and be righteous. Ain't nobody taking advice from you because you take it to hell. Stop trying to act like you're so above that and you've learned your lesson, girl. You have done it over and over. I'm not about to act delusional with you when you will take it to hell when you need it to. If it's not talk about kids, y'all can't pick and choose when you can and when you can't.
Thank you, Kiara.
That pisses me off that y'all sit here and act delusional like this girl hasn't gave a whole fucking funeral but want to be like, oh yeah, HB, you're right. We shouldn't do that. Stop it. It's being delusional.
She got you there, kitty boo boo. She got you there, girl.
And I'm not going to play the game with you. Don't act like you're so righteous and above everybody when you have done things that are unimaginable about kids. Stop it. I'm not going to act delusional for you. And show me what I done recorded. Then when you can show me what I've recorded of the kid, then you can speak to me and say I've done something.
Okay,
I've recorded nothing.
Say what y'all want to say. Y'all can argue.
I don't pay attention to y'all.
Let me respond.
When I'm off
Let me respond.
So
Let me respond. She lied and wrong up here. Let me respond.
I didn't record nothing. So I know you want to use that as a dig, but girl, you gave a whole
mute the bitch. Okay.
With the child in it. So you are not above anybody. Stop muting me.
Because you know I'm not going to talk over nobody. Let me tell y'all something.
I haven't muted nobody, but let's go one at a time now. One at a time. Let's go one at a time.
Because
Because
let's go one at a time.
Okay, what she just came up here and said is all wrong. She said, I'm advocating for not talking about kids. No, I'm not. I'm up here advocating to talk about them. If somebody come for your kids, come from them. So again, you up here loud and wrong. And your common cousin that's talking about, yes, HB's the wrong person for the message. What message?
About common cousins.
Listen,
I'm talking to
you. Say one at a time, Braid, or drop this slow hoe. So like I said, I don't know what she's up here talking about. HB is the wrong person to advocate for not talking about kids. Not one time did I sit up here and say not to talk about kids. I said do it. I said if somebody comes for your children, you should come for theirs. That's what I said. And you're bringing up Aries' child. I sure did. And Aries asked me to do that and gave me permission. It was her suggestion, so I followed through with it. I don't regret it and I don't care. Next. And I don't know what else you're talking about. I'm not up here encouraging you to do nothing else. I take it.
She gave permission to do the funeral?
That's what she just said. That's what I heard her say.
Okay, I'm checking. All right.
That ain't what she been saying on that.
I know when I do it, it's dead ass wrong.
Huh?
That ain't what Aries been saying, but okay.
Okay, because I was a little confused because I don't know nobody that would want that. Hey, Rhonda, Okay, well, let's get back into it. That's weird. All right.
I know after I do it, it's dead ass wrong. When I'm planning it, it's dead ass wrong. And I still don't give a damn. And I don't regret none of it. I said what I said. So what is you up here for again?
I mean, and she has expressed those sentiments from the very
and you will go to tell any other time if kids are.
Can I have because
we were having a conversation, Trina. We were having a conversation, Trina,
trying to say something that HB never even said. But you're getting upset at something she never said, though. Do you realize that?
You have talked about kids as well. Y'all want to
say be well. Have a great day tomorrow.
This kid, and you turn him talking about,
when did I talk about her child? When did I talk about her child?
The live, girl.
When did I say about her child?
The day of the guy.
What did I say about her child?
Whatever. You want to lie for people, and people just take that up.
You're up here. Okay, anyways,
nobody wasn't talking to Trina. Trina, I know you feel like this is a job for you.
This literally was about me, though. So this literally was a conversation about me and my child.
It was about me and her. So anyway, we can still talk.
Since HB never said anything about being righteous or anything like that, what I was going to say was,
I don't know why you think
kids can be talked about, and then you don't talk about the kid and you talk about the adult. You're a better person. You're a better person than me, and I'll give you that. If you can stomach somebody talking about your child, and then you turn around and you don't say nothing at all about their kids, you only talk about the adult and all that type of stuff. I mean, I don't have a certificate or nothing for you. All I can tell you is you're a better person than me. I hope that makes y'all feel better. Now, one thing about me, my spirit is not dark nor corrupted, because again, as much as been said about my kid, I have not disrespected y'all's child, including Kiana's adult child. I have not disrespected her either. I've never called any of y'all's children grown or minor out of their names. I have never described them in any derogatory way. I've never done any of those things. So again, I commend those of you who can get your kids talked about and pages made and Reddit accounts and all that type of stuff, and you don't say anything. That's wonderful. Again, I don't have any certificates, but I'm going to give you another that's wonderful for good measure. That's wonderful.
Good old Tom, you can respond. Let good old Tom respond.
I don't have nothing else to say. Y'all can act delusional if y'all want to. I'm not going to play the game. Y'all all talk about kids and then when I act righteous the next day.
So what's the next part of the conversation?
Trina, shut the fuck up.
You have violated Matt Day.
I know she did. I on my detention page.
Hey, come back because you do. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate that.
Y'all need to cut it out. Tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. We just hit 200K. Drop a video, crowds in the chat. Drop your favorite food.
It shows me how mad you girls are. I love being calm. It's actually tea, because then I get to see how mad you guys are.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Did she just tell Trina to die slow?
Yes, she did. But unfortunately for her, Trina's in her prime. I'm 30 years old. I'm in my prime. I won't be dying anytime soon.
Unfortunately for you, I won't be dying anytime soon, ma'am.
Thank you, Kiwi.
Unalive, you know, you say unalive on TikTok. Come on, guys. TikTok.
Oh, sorry, unalive.
That's
I
so
won't be
cool.
unaliving. I won't be unaliving anytime soon. But I mean, I guess you're technically right. Or we're all unaliving slowly, you know, day by day, hour by hour.
I am not dying slowly, A. Simone. I don't know about you, but I'm not.
I mean, well, technically.
I shall live and not die until he says so.
My thing is, you in the comments yelling about people interviewing, people intervening, telling people not to talk about kids, but you did not say anything about them having Barb's baby in that group chat until Mad Day. So that's a problem for me. You should have intervened then. Now it's not the time. You should have intervened back then and said, Bella, Frankie, that baby girl being in here doing cultural dances, and y'all sexualizing her, this is not right. You know, this is not right. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't have waited until about 4 months later to do that, sweetie. Today is not your day and it won't be your day. It won't be your day. And you coming up here loud and wrong talking about what I'm advocating for. I'm advocating for the total opposite thing that you just came up here and said I was advocating for.
Stuff off them stairs.
I'm not the girl, bye.
Y'all, I am not. Listen, that's why I'm literally laughing. I don't care about that. She didn't breathe the life into me this morning and she can't suck it out.
Baby Stro.
That's why I laugh. See, one thing that Erica said I agree with, at this point, y'all are literally punching the air, trying to figure out how y'all can get me to start screaming and hollering and get overstimulated and react. Y'all are literally, like, I'm surprised y'all haven't went for my dad and my mom, because, like, y'all coming. And it's like I said, I love that I can control myself, because y'all be looking real pathetic punching at the air like that, trying to make me mad.
I be having so many questions, but
Siobhan, what you was drinking? I wanted to ask you that.
Baby, I feel good all over like Stephanie.
You understand? See, that's what I mean. Like, bitch, you're the wrong nigga for the message.
All right, so that completes all of them for Break Clean. Please make sure the kitchen gets taken care of. We're moving on. The next person that we're going to be hearing tonight is going to be Manny. And Manny has in the box, so this is messy, intertwined with debate talk today, topic race. Please leave your comments on the subject. So we're going to get into it. So we do have therapists in the box. We also have looks like it possibly could be Tell the Truth, Jess, Drop, and Glam. So let's go, y'all.
Need to say where there's more white people at. We don't need to hear her say this. White people need to hear her.
Hold on, y'all. We get that therapist. I'm glad you said that. Because Jess, after you finish telling us, Jess, then go to the YT space and let them know, because that's what that therapist said. But as being in this space right
absolutely. I do that in the courtroom every day.
Right now, sister, we do want to hear you right now, sister.
Okay, I did not know that this was a black space, Manny. I thought that
Jenny Craig, Jenny's sister, Jenny's sister. Jenny sis.
Okay.
Dial it back. Get back to what you were saying. And finish it up. We do want to hear. Go ahead, sister.
Okay. Didn't they take a lot of the history and erase it? Did they do that? Did they take that out of books? Did they take it out? Did they erase it? Did they erase experiences? Did they do that?
Not the experience, but they did take out some stuff in the book. Yeah, like some things.
A lot of what people went through, a lot of hurt, a lot of genocide. They took that out so that people wouldn't see it. People wouldn't see what it was for, right? So to what? To teach our kids differently? So all I'm saying is we need to put that back in. We need to stand up and we need to. The white people did it. I see the comment. The white people who wrote the book.
Why are you yourself? Say we white people, because you are a white person. We are not you. You are white.
We are the world. We are the children.
Manny, get it together.
I didn't write a book.
Y'all forgive Manny. Forgive our fellow Manny.
I stand up every day in a courtroom and I fight for rights.
Do you go to YT spaces on TikTok and do you say all the same stuff over there? And how often do you do
Manny,
that?
can she finish so I can get my spill out and they can have a back and forth some other time?
Absolutely. I have mutuals on this app that are people of color.
But also, to be clear, I do like that therapist, her questions as well. I mean, this is something I would say if I was in my Manny, like, ooh, bitch, I got shit to say. You know, but this is a different plateau right now. And it's like, yes, I'm listening to everybody. Like, I agree with, Jess, as far as the learned experiences. I do like to hear some of those. And I agree with that therapist. Like, are you telling the people that as well? And I do agree with Money, who is the we? Like, who is the we?
It's us. It's white people. It's white people. It's us.
This conversation, y'all. I'm here.
It's us.
Tap the screen.
I'm not saying it's not us. I'm saying that the more we learn,
hey Bree,
the more we can learn, the better we can teach. And if they keep erasing, if my people keep erasing the history, where is it for everybody else to learn? Because eventually I die, right? Eventually I'm not there to speak on it. So who's there to speak on it? And if someone's in this room saying, don't teach the white people, don't let them know anything, don't tell them what they're saying is wrong. Don't tell them, just talk about it, but don't tell them. Don't let them in your space. Don't tell them they're wrong. Don't tell them what yes, we know what our ancestors did were wrong, even if we're not related to them. We know that that's the most effed up thing that can happen. And I will stand on the front line with you, like I've been doing, constantly, day in and day out. But how can we express to the children?
That's just one question. How often do you go to white spaces on TikTok saying this same speech you're saying to us? I just want to know a number.
We're going to put that on some ice. Go ahead, drop queen.
Thank you, Manny. I call this cap.
Drop queen, go ahead.
I call this cap. It's amazing. We sit on this platform, call ourselves teaching people stuff all fucking day and don't get paid a dime to do it. But I've even heard people say, well, when your white friends say something, do you correct them? I.e., do you teach them and tell them that they're wrong?
I'm glad they muted your ass.
I agree, drop.
Let me bring up something. Okay. As a matter of fact, my daughter keep calling. As a matter of fact, let me bring up something that we're currently hearing on TikTok right now. There's a bunch of people, black people, who's mad at Jet because Jet didn't correct the YT lady, right? They wanted her to teach the YT lady that the things she was saying about the black people was inappropriate, right, Manny? Isn't that what we're hearing right now? So when people get up here and say it's not their job to teach these YT people, it doesn't make sense. I'm with the lady who was just speaking. You want to keep bashing white people over the head and say you don't know. It's wrong to say the N-word. It's wrong to do this. It's wrong to do that. But you're not willing to say it's wrong because this is how it makes me feel. It doesn't make sense. If somebody is my friend and they continue to offend me, the only way they can stop offending me is when I speak up and say, hey, I don't appreciate being called bitch. My friends don't call me a bitch. I don't play that. Why? Because I taught them my standards and my boundaries. If I don't teach.
Let me say this, because Glock get on my motherfucking nerves. It ain't our place to tell somebody what they should already educate themselves on. And that ain't our place to do that. We got enough bullshit going on amongst ourselves. We ain't got time to educate you on something you can go find. Drop just need to go lay down, because right now she need to pull a thick-ass blanket over her head. She need to sweat it out, because at this point, that's just, some of that was just dumb falling out your mouth. I said it.
Them who will teach them, because it's not likely they'll go out and teach themselves. But when you put a little bug in their ear and say, hey, this offends black people, they'll maybe go out and try to learn, but you at least have to take the initiative to tell them that they're wrong.
You do got to
Because this is not the
exactly
first
what I'm
black
saying.
discussion
This
she's
is
been a
exactly-
part of. This is
I'm
not
talking
the
about,
first
I'm not
black
talking about her. I'm talking about in general. This is a general statement about the conversation. Just like
And these
somebody
white
talking
people
about.
these white people in here, they be inserting themselves in our spaces so they get it. They will insert themselves to get
Okay,
it.
and they
So they're
insert
gonna
themselves, make
they'll
sure
keep
they're being
inserting
taught.
themselves.
Okay,
That's
well,
their
make sure whenever they insert
I
themselves.
agree. We need to do some teaching. I agree.
That's right. If they insert themselves, correct them. Tell them. Make sure they learn something. Make sure they're not just entertained. Make sure they learn.
They can read an autobiography.
Make
They can read
sure.
autobiographies written by actual social justice.
Make sure most black people don't know about those autobiographies. Most black people don't know about those, but you expect white people to know. Okay, well, how you start is telling them you don't use the N word because this is how it makes it feel. You don't touch my hair. You don't touch my hair. You don't touch my hair because this is how it makes me feel. You don't say you like my full lips because this is how it makes me feel. I'm saying start with those small things to help them build on knowledge that they'll never get unless a black person say it offends me or it offends us, and this is why.
And you can consider yourself drunk, but you can't put that burden on us.
And they can easily be educated. Like, what do
That
you
is
mean?
good. That is good. Hold on. Let me hear from Glam Fairy. Go ahead, Glam Fairy.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Good evening, good morning. I don't know. It's evening here by me. So I just wanted to come in and say to Jess that the opposite of racism isn't love. So we can't teach you love, and that teaches people not to be racist. It's not the same thing. It's not synonymous. It's not the same. It's very different, right? And then the second thing I came up to speak about is that it is very unfortunate that you came here to have a conversation about
And you might want to
how
get all
it's
the stuff
bad
off
to be
the
racist
steps.
and how it's bad to have all these negative feelings in a space full of black people who have lived experiences with it. We are not taught. We don't have the luxury to be taught on what it is. We live it. We face it every day. Every day we get reminded that we are black and therefore we are small, right? So we are very tired of white people telling us that we need to teach you guys what it is when we have to just experience it and live it. So my advice to you is that I love your speech. I love it. It's amazing, right? It's great. Your ideology is great. It's just the wrong space to be in a group full of black people and tell them that teach me how not to be racist if we are telling you that your presence on its own. And again, I wanted to touch on this point too. Through a book, if you read about what your ancestors did, you yourself can teach yourself how to not to be racist, right? You can teach yourself because if you read what your ancestors did, you know what not to do. We can't sit here every day and spoon feed you that this is my experience, therefore don't do this. We are tired, Jess. It's just not the space. We are tired. Bye.
Go ahead, Cupcake.
Good afternoon, Manny. This is my first time on your panel. I just come up here. I guess I missed most of the conversation with her saying that we needed to teach her. At first, I felt as though I was on her side because I feel like, everybody is jumping on her because you asked for the YT people to enter into your room, enter into your chat, and I feel like, she's saying how she feels, she's expressing herself, and that's not an easy thing to do in a room where you could clearly see it's African Americans filled with nothing but African American black people.
I ain't gonna
So
say
it's hard.
because
It's hard for her.
Shout out to all the YT support. I ain't gonna say
Now, it's hard for her to speak her truth, but I just feel like, when they want to speak, we should at least listen to them, not try to overtalk them. Yes, we've been through a lot as a people. We've been through a lot. Yes, we should not have to keep repeating ourselves. No, we should not. But at some point, we have to be willing to listen to the other side just as well as they have to be willing to listen to us in order to get what we need out of it.
If you want to enter in our space, you have to be willing to hear both sides. That's all I have to say.
I like that, Petco. We do got to be open to all ideas and ideologies. Alexandria, let me hear from you.
At this point, we just embarrassing. I'm starting to understand more and more why the disrespect continues to happen. Honestly, I think at this point, I might just be okay with them continuing to disrespect some of y'all. You deserve it, honestly, at this point. I don't think that they can shy away from disrespecting some of y'all. I hope they continue to disrespect you. I hope they continue to call you out your name. I hope they continue to use slurs, because it's the only way you're going to learn. Because what isn't working is the people that's doing the work, like myself and other people, to deconstruct these type of things. Y'all want to turn around and try to demonize us for educating. The soft approach does not seem to work. It's not effective, and it's very evident. To come up on a panel and say things like, we should shy away from saying we shouldn't educate, I've already broke this down and explained this. And this is the issue that I have with boomers and Gen X, is that they tapped in so much, but they want to hold over our heads how many kids they have, how great of a parent they are, all of these things, while simultaneously being piss pot dumb in these conversations, or dumb is disrespectful, uneducated when it comes to these discussions, when it comes to racism and other isms, okay? Y'all don't want people to talk to y'all a certain way, but then when you come onto these panels, you want to tap dance and coddle white tea people. There's even white tea people in the comment section right now saying you're loud and wrong, and y'all are still saying, no, actually, white tea people, let us pat you on the back and give you your praises and your glory and your victories for doing the bare minimum. It's insanity. Y'all want to know how we was enslaved for so long? People like some of y'all coming up on the panel talking about, don't belittle them, educate them. They have all the access in the world to these resources. If anything, they're defunding y'all kids' schools, taking away quite literally every single thing that y'all kids have. And you turn around and say, you know what? We know that they've stripped away our kids' education. We know that they're defunding the schools of resources. But we're going to turn right around and we're going to say, you know what? Still educate them. They made sure you niggas couldn't even read back then. And y'all laugh at James and other people, but that is reflective of what happened back in slavery, when they didn't even let us read books. But you want to sit up here with the white people that have access, and I mean a significant amount of access to resources, and say, well, you guys should still educate them. Y'all are a bunch of coons, and I see why we still in a position that we in right now. I'm not about to be nice to y'all. I'm not apologizing for nothing that I'm saying today. I understand that I'm on fire. People like y'all get us unalived, because you want to tap in so motherfucking bad, and I promise you, them white folks still ain't gonna get you no seat at the table. And even if they do, understand one thing about this: they gonna sit in the back and say, them niggas don't even take up for each other. You think they don't have them discussions? We sit up here and talk about each other. You really think they don't go home and talk about y'all lack of standing up for one another? You niggas is coons. And you will forever be a coon, and white people will never choose you. Your ancestors had their bodies eaten, their teeth pulled out, their hair made into chairs, everything thrown over the boats, and you sit your black ass on these panels and coddle whiteness. It's fucking disgusting. But you want to talk about you raising the youth. Get the fuck out of here. To any of the youth, if you in your 20s, come holler at me. I know some of y'all parents ain't got y'all backs when it come to their blackness, because they want to be picked so bad by white people, but I'm going to have your back, and so is my village. The fuck is wrong with these people? But they the elders, right?
Now, I do agree with that, with what Alex said, especially...
well said.
Especially the part, she's...
But you ain't gonna be out here sitting on this platform trying to pull a wool over the elder. This is why that the elders and the youth cannot get along, because when it's all said and done, you can't speak on all. You may have some, and that's the problem. People get on this app and they just start going off at the trial. There is a lot of elders that do bring great worthiness and very wisdom and teach. It's not all. We do have some that are not. We can't just group it. So stop getting on here trying to group think. That's group thinking she's doing. Yes, you said all the right words, but keep it 100. Don't be putting too much pressure on the elder, because at the same time, you're not willing to learn from them neither. And you ain't gonna know the past unless you get it from them. Damn the book. You got to go to the source. So stop relying on what they put in front of you, and make sure you're paying attention to that elder at the same time, because that's who was there. That tree got passed down to pass down to pass down. So you got to go there in order to get it. So therefore, we need to stop trying to see which side is better and work together because we both have something to offer. The elders got something to offer as well as the youth have something to offer to the elders. So at the same time, if both parties stop trying to be hard-headed and who's going to be better than the other, we can get somewhere. That's when we get somewhere. So stop getting on this app, preaching out the side of your neck if you don't know how to work with others. That's it. You don't know how to work with others and you're not getting nowhere. Because the youth have a lot to learn from the elders and the elders have a lot to learn from the youth. And if they don't know how to work together, we're never getting nowhere. We are never getting nowhere. That's it. That's all. So it's a constant fight. It's a divide. So now you want to place a division in between the youth and the elder when the youth need the elder just as much as the elder need the youth. So don't get on these panels popping that hot ass shit if you're not finna be respectful because you can't say all. Because there is a lot of elders on this app that I've run across that are highly wisdom and that have a lot to say. You just ain't ran over there. Why? Because you might not feel like you a match for them. Let's keep it 100. So let's work together so that we can all move together as one, period. Stop this popping this hot ass shit on another platform because all y'all doing is causing a division. So young or not, you're causing a division within our community, period. You ain't gonna know all about history if you ain't went to that elder because I guarantee you that book can't give you shit that elder can give you because they lived it. Facts. Facts on facts. Let's get back to it. Damn, people get on my nerves.
Sean Lord. Ooh, okay. Damn, Alex. Okay. I do agree with what Alex has said because
I got to start coming over here a little bit sometimes during the day because I'd have been on that panel like, yeah, we finna have round for round because at the end of the day, you're going to learn how to work together because you're not just going to be on these apps popping shit like that. Goddamn isms.
We do have to understand that they did strip all of the knowledge that they want us to somehow easily teach them.
Don't be laughing, man.
When the whole point of a book was so
don't be laughing,
man. Verbally keep saying it over and over, or anybody for that matter. Didn't have to verbally keep saying it over and over. They just put it in a book and then you could just get that copy of the book and then read it, share it out, things like that. And for me, it is eye-opening that after you take away all the literary things that we need to help gauge this history, that you will somehow come back later and be like, okay, verbally walk us through your experience and things like that. I mean, but I get both sides when you are saying, can you teach us? But I also get it when my people are saying it's in the very books that you are banning. So I get it.
I mean, but once you got to teach somebody how to wash their ass and put knowledge in their head and let them feed off of your body and let them utilize all of your existence to gain capital for themselves, it gets to be a bit much, Manny. It gets to be a bit much.
Is it a bit much that people had to tell you how to wash your towel?
I came up here to have.
What was that, Gigi?
I said, was it a bit much that people had to tell her how to wash a towel? But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go back on mute and shut up.
Lord have mercy, not the towel. We are not going to be talking about that towel.
Like
that towel got a lot of. No more towel.
A lot of stuff that you have said is true. A lot of stuff ain't in those books. My
None
knowledge
of that
is
shit's
not.
in the books. That's the problem with the youth. They seem to think that everything they know is in a book. It's not in a book.
It's
It
not.
never was in a book. It never was in a book. Maps, the very first maps was written inside of our head. The first way for us to get is that we moved like drums. None of it was written in books. So you need the elders to get it because the book is going to tell you the damn lie. You need the elder to get the truth. And just to throw it out there, a lot of people have to work every day that they can't teach their children. So some of them have to rely on the school to give the best that they can, because they make sure we have to work overtime to even survive out here, to put the roof, the clothes, and everything else. So no, none of us don't have the time to educate our own children, because both parties is slaving like dogs to just make shit work. That's the problem with the youth. You don't even understand the whole thing because you just hopped your ass out of school. You ain't even walked a mile in half of these elders' shoes, period. So I don't understand why you knocking it, because there's a lot of mothers that are single mothers. They didn't ask for it, but they have to work overtime to provide. You can't educate your kids like you would want to. Half the shit in the books was never factual when they was in school.
Right. And I'm going to say this, a
People
lot
that's
of
in the 60s, 50s, 40s, and so on back, that shit wasn't educational. Those was lies. So what are you talking about? You're being taught lies too.
Part of the problem is that we got away from having that village. Oh, and I say that because when I was growing up, I had elders around me that sat around me and they taught me my history. The stuff that wasn't in that book, I learned from my great-grandmother. I learned from my great-great-grandmother, my great-aunt, the lady up the street, this person up the street. They made sure that I knew my history. Why? Because I sat and I listened to these elders, and I never disrespected them because I wouldn't have thought to do that. We've gotten away from that village mentality, and it's, oh, you better not say nothing to my child. So it's like a lot of things are being lost. And those books are not going to have the docuseries, documentaries. A lot of stuff is going to be lost because we don't have those important conversations with the elders. Like I said, I was blessed because my great-great-grandmother was alive when I was younger. So I got to have those conversations about her picking cotton and who her daughter's father was and why this was this way. I was able to have that, and I was blessed. But we don't have those conversations now, and because we don't, and even when we try to teach some of the youngsters, it's like, oh, you're using, it becomes an ism contest or is contest because, oh, you didn't say it correctly in a way that they want you to say it. I met Miss Natasha because she was attacked because of what she said. Because of what she said. She said a word that was common to her during her time. And they attacked that lady. Like, it has to be a respect on both ends, and the elders are not getting the respect at all.
When it comes to being respectful, you got to